In the beginning there was time. Time saw the stars spun into light, the mountains rise and fall, rocks turn into clay. We created with it, sought shelter under it. Some things don't change with time. At Boral, we still use clay. We shape it and fire it. We forge ceramic roof tiles in enduring hues. Clean lines, elegant finishes, durable, sustainable. As old as time, made new for modern homes. Boral. Build something great.
And good afternoon and welcome to the State League 1 preliminary final. Big game, big clash here at the West Beach Park Football Centre. Today's game sees Sturt Lions up hosting the Cumberland United, Cumberland Foxes, live from West Beach Park Football Centre. The 2019 State League 1 South Australian Final Series is proudly presented by Boral. RAA proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. Today's matchday commentary team is yours truly, Rob Peppicelli. With me is Tony Lascala co-commentating, and not forgetting our stats man is Paul Bombardieri. Ryan Marvedra is on his way. He will be with us. His car's broken down, but I'm sure he'll be with us. But it's very good afternoon to Tony Lascala.
Good afternoon, Rob, and good afternoon, everyone. And yep, we're in for a great game today. There's no tomorrow for both these teams. The winner will go straight into the grand final and into the Premier League. The loser, well, it's done for the season, Rob, and it's been almost, you could say, a season wasted for them. But we're in for an exciting game between these two very evenly matched teams.
Well, the road to Cooper Stadium, not forgetting the grand finals next week, State League 1, State League 2, the women's grand final, that'll be live streamed as well. And also, not forgetting the big one, which is the Premier League grand final. We know Campbelltown are into the grand final, and they'll be playing the winner of today's prelim final down at the Santos Stadium between, as you got it on the board there, between Metro Stars and Olympic. So that'll be a ripper of a game. So the winner will obviously play Campbelltown in the grand final. So back to the State League 1, the road to the Cooper Stadium, Tony, as you saw in week 1, the Jets, they got a two-legged there final, so they won 1-0 in the first leg and drew 1-1 in the second leg, which the Jets gone straight into the grand final. We know that the Jets are into the Premier League next year due to them being top of the table. The other game, week 1, it was Western Strikers won, defeated the other team. I can't even get that one.
No, Cumberland defeated Western.
No, this one.
Oh, sorry.
Western Strikers defeated White City, 1-0 in that one, and the other one was 4-1 to Cumberland. So we go to week 2. Jets won, drew with Sturt Lions, which brought them into the grand final. Cumberland 2-1 winners over Western Strikers, which makes it today's big clash, Tony. Sturt up against Cumberland. The winner will go into the Premier League and play Modbury Jets in the grand final next week.
That's right, Rob, and these two teams are fairly evenly matched, and both these teams have been in the Premier League in the past, Rob. We saw Sturt Lions only, last season was it, that they were in, and unfortunately for them they dropped out, and Cumberland have been in and out quite a few times, so they look to consolidate their place in the Premier League next year. And it's a very tough one to call because I think they're very evenly matched, these two teams, Rob.
You spoke to the old warhorse, Johnny Fusco, back down there. How many games has he played? Over 500?
507th or 8th game today. That's astronomical for a player these days, and he still looks as fit as he did the first time he went out to
just
play.
Got a few more wrinkles.
Just got a few more wrinkles and a few more worries, and as he said, today's game is anybody's game. Last week they were a little bit disappointed. He said that they could have taken out the game. It's one of those games they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But today's another day, and they're looking very much forward to it, Rob.
And the Cumberland United, or Cumberland Foxes, they've got some experienced players in there. Jace Cummings played down at Adelaide City. He's playing with them. Shannon Day as well. We know Robbie Lippett has been injured. Was on the bench last week, came back from injury, and he'll be starting on the bench today too. We know how good he is as a player, but they've got some experience as well, Cumberland.
Yeah, they've got Thomas Briscoe,
he's on the bench as well.
On the bench, so to have that luxury of having a player like Thomas Briscoe and also Robin Lippett, who has been around for a long time, to have that luxury on the bench, Rob, serves them well. So they're a good squad. They're both very, very good teams. Who I'm leaning to is a little bit difficult because we haven't seen either of these teams so far this year. But I'm just saying, looking at both squads, I'd tend to go for Cumberland. I know Johnny Fusco would probably hate me for that, but just Cumberland look a little bit stronger on the lineup, Rob.
Bit of bad luck by Sturt Lions. Alex Sortini not playing due to he got a broken ankle last week's game.
Yes, it was very unfortunate. Apparently a tackle, that was unfortunately come off second best, and we wish him all the best, Alex. A very good player, young Alex Sortini. Wish him all the best for next year. Obviously, that's what he's looking forward to.
I say very good afternoon to the Bomber man. He's looking at me saying, "Why aren't I getting introduced?" But we have got the man himself, the stats man, Paul Bombaderi.
Yeah, it's a big game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a big day of NPL and State League action, where we got the State League 1 qualifier, and also don't forget at Santos Stadium we've got the big one between Comets and Metro.
You'll keep us up to date on that one.
Yes, we will. I just want to give you a few little stats. Last time these two teams met
We've got Paul Pellizzari here, have we?
Was back in the 6th of July. Sturt Lions winning 3-1 against Cumberland, and then obviously on the 18th of May, Sturt Lions winning that one again 2-1 there.
So they've won both their games against Cumberland. So what does that mean, Tony?
That means it probably.
Paul says that every week to me, and that means Buckley's to me.
We're talking about a final today, Rob. Do or die final too, because the loser, as I said, goes out, and it's a year done to them. So this is a final, different type of game, but I'm going on those. You'd say Sturt Lions have the upper hand on Cumberland, but it's a final.
Yeah, but on form I got here that Sturt Lions have drew 3 games, lost 1, won 1, where Cumberland have...
the last 5 games you're talking about?
Yes, the last 5 results, and with Cumberland they won 4 and lost 1 game, so...
Okay.
I don't know. It's a bit topsy-turvy.
We'll go through the lineups. We haven't got them on screen, but we can actually give them to you. So, Tony, you want to do the Sturt Lions?
I'll do the Sturt lineups. Thanks, Rob. In goals, we have James Clappis. Number 3, Daniel Gustella. Number 5, Lachlan Duffy. Number 6, Toby Nelson. Number 11, Samid Altundag. Number 8, Anthony Taylor. Number 9, Gonzalo Rodriguez. Number 13, Cooper Mullins. Number 14, Hedman Dadsey. Number 15, Akira Kobayashi. Number 17, Kobayashi.
He's the captain.
Number 17, the old warhorse, and hope John doesn't mind me calling him that, John Fusco. I think he's playing either his 507th or 508th game today. So good luck to John. I
always remember that day when he played with Adelaide City. As a 17, 18-year-old, he was a sub, came on, and he got subbed after 2 minutes.
I was there,
I always remember that, and I think he's famous about that too.
I don't think he'd want to hear that one again. Number 16, Sam Voigt. On the bench, we have number 2, Sean Williamson. Number 4, Hamish Anderson. Number 19, Sam Schumark. And number 21, the reserve goalkeeper, is Mirza Slivo.
Slivo. It's a silent J. But that's the lineup for Sturt Lions. But certainly that lineup is almost what they had last year. And I know Federici played with them in the beginning of the year.
He didn't play in the finals, I don't think, did he, Rob? He did play in the finals?
No, last year they were in the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
So they didn't play finals.
That's right.
But he played in the beginning of the season here. And he was almost top goal scorer. I think he scored about 9 or 10 goals.
I think
but went back to Italy.
The end of the
went back to Italy. But that's not a bad lineup.
It's a very good lineup, Rob.
For the Cumberland Foxes, Cumberland United in goals, number 1, Luke Schuin. He's the goalkeeper. Number 2 is Jack Schuin. He's the captain of the Foxes. 3 is Joshua Harvey. 4 is Declan Gray. 7 is Jace Cummings. 8 is Harry Thanhauser. Number 9 is Juan Pablo Gutierrez. Number 10 is Carl Phelps. 12 is Shallan Day. 14, Jordan Pugararo. 15, Ryan Wood. That's the starting lineup for the Cumberland United team. On the bench, which is not bad, is number 11, Thomas Briscoe. Number 30, Robbie Lippert. I did speak to him before the game. He said he's been injured for a while, so back on the bench. Number 49, I think also Joey Wright. Those three players have played together down at West Adelaide.
That's right.
When they won the premiership.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure. 35 also on the bench is Callum Elms, the reserve goalkeeper, number 20, Charlie Yoll. The referee for today's clash, it is Daniel Cook. His assistant is Aaron Galanti. The other assistant is Nick Elligan. And the fourth official today is Eric Ford Sistili. So a big game here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre. It is the prelim final. The winner will go straight into the grand final against Modbury Jets. And the most important thing, Tony, is the winner between Sturt Lions and Cumberland will be promoted into the Premier League.
So it's a fantastic game today, and both these teams, as we said, are looking forward to going up into the Premier League as we see them warm up. Robert, a little bit of a breeze up here in the commentary area. It's not as bad down at ground level.
I've got all the blanket.
Yeah, you have, and as you're going, you're just pushing it towards you. But as usual, it's a little bit breezy up here, but I don't think that wind will cause too much havoc.
Look at the camera there, mate. Right there. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the ground. I'm trying to look at flags. But there is no flags up here to gauge, but it is probably blowing towards
The east.
If there is any wind down there.
It's a southeasterly, our producer says, Jimbo.
Southeasterly.
He knows. He lives here.
His winds.
He's got his bed just around the corner here, I think.
He knows
I'm
his
pretty
winds.
Yeah.
So who are we going to go for? Bomber, who are you leaning towards in today's big clash here?
Look, I'm going to go with Sturt Lions. I think on form, the last few times they've met, they've had a good win against each other. I know that Sturt Lions had not their last 5 games has been uneasy, but maybe this game will fire them up because they know there's a Premier League place on the line.
So Sturt Lions, you're going?
I'm going Sturt Lions.
Tony?
I'm going to go for a draw. This game will go to penalties, Rob.
Penalties?
Penalties.
So we're here even longer.
Yeah, we'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight.
7 o'clock. So, okay, you're going for Cumberland. No, well, who are you going to go for in the end?
No,
Someone's going to win.
Look, I'll go for Sturt Lions.
You're going for Sturt Lions. I might go for Cumberland because I think they have experience. Cumberland with Jace Cummings, Shannon Day, and Schuens, Harvey. There's a few experienced players on the bench that can come on. Robbie Lippert, Joey Wright, and not forgetting Thomas Briscoe as well. So yeah, I might lean towards the Foxes to win today's game.
All right. Also, we've got some news from Santos Stadium. So we got some. Just want to let the people know that Fabian Barbieri is starting on the bench for Metro Stars.
Well, he had a 2-week suspension, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they would have put him on the bench, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So looking at we've got the lineup here for both Metro Stars and.
So their lineup is exactly what there has been the last 2 weeks.
So who dropped out from last week, Rob?
No one.
For Barbieri to come in.
Oh, yeah, one of the youngsters, I reckon, Bonetti, I think.
Yep.
The Bonetti, I think, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. And for the comments, they look like a tough lineup too for them too. So they got a good lineup for them too. Comments. So who are you leaning towards for that game?
Yeah, I think Metro Stars has just got their momentum up, haven't they?
Well, they played very well last week. We commentated that game, Rob, and I thought that they had a very good win last week. They were on fire. Tough when you go down to Comets to play at Santos. It's a different type of ground. Metro have
they play it well because they haven't lost many games
That's
there.
what I'm saying. It's their home ground. It's also not synthetic, and Metro have been used to playing on synthetic pitches. It's a little bit different. Tough to beat down there, Comets. Tough one to call too. At this stage, I'll probably go for Comets.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with Metro. I think Metro's their form has been magnificent since I think there was 2 games to go in the season. They got their team together, had a few injuries, and that team has been together for the last 4 or 5 weeks. and I can see the momentum going in today's game. I think they'll make the grand final against Campbelltown.
Well, last time these Metro Stars and Comets met, it was a 1-1 draw. They battled a 1-1 draw together. And back on the 16th of March, Metro Stars won 4-1 against them. So I'm leaning towards Metro Stars to be in the grand final.
Guys, there's been a lot of happenings in the Premier League. We know it's been reported that the Comets coach I'm trying to remember his name now, Con Antonio.
Yep.
Con Antonio, Barney Smith coaching next season.
That's right.
That's been made public. So, which is probably unusual because he could win the grand final, but by all reports, I think he's a bit busy. He'll still be involved with the club, but not as a coach. But Barney Smith, certainly capable coach.
Yeah, wasn't he at Para Hills?
Yeah, and the other thing at Para Hills, yeah, he was at Para Hills, but he's gone back to where he got Comets promoted, if you remember, going back a few years.
I just think he's done a wonderful job at Para Hills.
Yeah,
Rob, and,
yeah.
You know, well, look, I mean, everybody knows their own thing and why they're doing it, but he has done a wonderful job, and I'm sure he'll do a great job when he goes to Comets. But I thought Con Antonio's done a very good job with Comets.
He probably would have
too.
kept the job, but I don't think obviously he doesn't want the job, so and he's still going to be
what it
involved. I'm not sure if it's administratively or as a coach, as an assistant coach or what. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the other thing, Theo Sonas has gone to Para Hills, I heard. That's the other.
That's an interesting one.
Not sure if it's 100%. Adelaide United, there's talks that Croydon Kings Angelo Costanzo might be coaching there. And I was told that he's not with Croydon, he's quit there and might be coaching Adelaide United. I'm not sure what's happening with Pezos.
So it's a merry-go-round.
During the week, they did say Pezos has got the job with Adelaide United, but I've heard a little bit different, that Pezos is not there anymore at Adelaide United Youth, and could be coaching maybe West Adelaide.
Well, that's
What I just think that he might be coaching West Adelaide.
It's a time of the year that a lot of news goes around, Rob, about players moving, coaches moving. But it'll be an interesting one because there is some positions that we know that will become available in the coaching scene, and also I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of player movement happening in the off season. But there will be some interesting ones, as we said. I'm pretty sure that you're right about Con Antonio. And if Barney Smith does get it, as I said, that will be interesting too, because he's done, well, both of them have done a wonderful job at their clubs this year.
So you have Joey Mullen?
Joey Mullen, again, you hear every year that it might be his last year.
I think it is. He did say it's going to be his last year. You've got a ready-made coach as an assistant, Stubbins,
he has, and Joe's done a wonderful job at Campbelltown. If you look at his record there, it's impeccable, Rob. You really couldn't beat it. And, any coach taking on that type of job is on a hiding to nothing, because the expectations of a club like that have been so successful over the last few years is going to be a tough gig. But whoever takes it on, good luck to them.
And now unbelievable news also happened yesterday. It was all over Facebook, and I'm pretty sure it's spot on. Nicholas Booker not playing at Adelaide City anymore. He's been told his services were no longer required.
Well, Rob, we don't know what happens in the background, and in the sanctity of their own club rooms or their clubs. But it is a big surprise. Nicholas Booker has been with Adelaide City for a long, long time, and he's been a great servant of theirs and a great player. He's probably been one of the best players in this state for a long time.
I class him as a champion.
Yeah,
in my eyes, I think he's a champion player.
He's been a great player for a long, long time. Made state teams and all those type of accolades that a player can. But we don't know what's happened in the background.
Yeah,
but
we don't know,
he will
exactly.
go on to play for some other club, and what Adelaide City lose will be a gain for some other club.
Okay, so back here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre, the big clash. Both teams haven't come out. They're just waiting on by the dugout there. It is Sturt Lions up against the Cumberland Foxes. Cumberland United, the big clash. Can Sturt Lions get back into the Premier League? Cumberland has always been in the Premier League in the past as well. Can they get back into the Premier League? So the winner will be promoted, and the winner will meet, obviously, Modbury Jets in the grand final next week at Highmarsh Stadium, or Cooper Stadium, guys. So it's going to be a big day. State League 1, I reckon it's about 10:30, Bomber, the State League 1.
Okay.
State League 2, I presume it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock. They've got the girls about 4 o'clock and the men starting at about 7 o'clock. So, yeah, big day next week, September 14th, down at the Coopers Stadium at Highmarsh.
And let's hope it's a beautiful day, Rob, and they're going to see some great games. So we encourage people to get there and watch the best soccer in the state and the finals, the best games that you can possibly watch. So as we see Ryan...
We just need some spring weather.
We do. We need some warmth.
I think the season's just changing. I think we should be moving it forward a bit. So it's a bit warmer. But
we'll be complaining that it's too hot.
Too hot,
Rob,
when it first starts, isn't it? So a good crowd here at the moment, Tony. Look at the crowd on the left. I don't know if the cameras are picking it up.
Fairly full, Rob.
Yeah, look at them all.
The grandstand is full. So the support for both these clubs is very, very strong. As we know, we've said it a few times, what's at stake here today is promotion to the Premier League.
Yeah, also the grandstand, if the guys in the camera can pan to the grandstand, that is certainly pretty full as well. So which you see at the moment, it's a bit dark in that corner there, but that's pretty full in the grandstand. So it's a good atmosphere here at West Beach Parks Football Centre. We know that it's owned by the Football Federation of SA here, this ground. Is it the home ground of Sturt Lions next season?
Well, I know that
if they do make the Premier League?
Yeah, I don't know if their new ground, I know that they have got a grant from the government.
$2 million grant, yeah.
Whether it will be finished to play next year, I doubt it, Rob, so it could well be another season for Sturt Lion here before they go to their new facility, which will be magnificent for them.
We'll see. Ryan has come in at the moment, so we'll try and pick him up in a minute. Just getting ready. He's a bit flustered.
A little bit flustered there.
He's going towards the middle of the ground.
I'm never flustered.
He's not
boys.
his normal cool, calm
Look at that.
self.
Look at these steps, boy.
Let me ask you, what car have you got? What sort of make is it?
Holden Rodeo.
It's about time.
You.
It's about time you got a Ford.
Mate, that's twice it's
your
happened
car
to me in
broke
about
down. There
3
you go.
months.
Yeah.
3 months it's happened to me, so I think it's time for a bit of a pay rise here at the radio just to help me get through these tough moments.
The only problem.
They can't give you a pay rise when they've just given me one.
Hang on.
So.
We're not radio, by the way.
Rob Pipicelli, can you share?
We are live streaming access.
Can you share, Rob Pipicelli, some of your wage that you do take?
How much do you get out of nothing?
I don't know. That's a good equation.
That's good.
Well,
okay, so
boys.
big game here today. Ryan, Sturt Lions against Cumberland. Two good clubs. They've been in the Premier League in the past. Who are you leaning towards? And it's going to be a big day.
It's a big crowd, first of all, boys. It's fantastic to see so many people out to support local game. Cumberland have got a very good squad. Just having a look at their squad, they've got some experience in Briscoe and Cummings. They've been around, they understand what's going to happen. But then Sturt Lion were here last year. They understand what it takes. So it's going to be a tough game. Two rivals going head to head. I reckon Cumberland are going to edge them out just due to some experience and stuff, but it's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be an easy game for both teams.
They're experienced though on the bench there, Ryan. Lippett, Joey Wright. Remember Joey Wright and also Briscoe. Remember those three players playing for West Adelaide? They won a premiership, a championship there, haven't they?
In 2015, I think it was. You got Shannon Day here. I've just seen in the lineup as well from Adelaide City from last year. So there's some good players playing in Cumberland. So I think they're going to edge Sturt Lion out today. But like I said, it's going to be a tight game.
Certainly is. There's the players just giving the high fives to each other at the moment. Not forgetting the officials for today's clash. Daniel Cook, Aaron Galante, the assistant, and Nick Elligan is the other assistant, and our fourth official today is Eric Ford-Sestilli. So Cumberland, Tony, in the yellow tops with the green shorts, yellow socks, and obviously Sturt Lions, the old traditional orange Sturt. They used to be in the old days playing at Marion, the old orange strip.
Yes, and they've been around for a long, long time. Both these clubs have, but Orange Sturt, I remember them as a youngster, Rob, going to watch some games when Azuri and that were in
they used
the
to be
same
in
type
the
of
Metropolitan
leagues.
League, wasn't it?
They were.
The old third division or second division?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So these clubs have gone back a long, long way, and I'm really looking forward to this game this afternoon. Very hard to know which way it's going to go as that wind just picks up a little bit. And it looks like it might be Cumberland kicking with it in the first half. And as I said...
looks like it's favouring to the left there, Ryan.
Yep.
Yes, it sure is. right to left the screen, you've got the main man in the centre of the park, Captain Cook. Big games, big referees.
That's certainly right. The big game, who are you leaning towards in that big game? Metro versus
Ooh, that's a crackerjack game. Metros have been good the last couple of weeks. Can't write them off, but then you have a look at Adelaide Comets, and before the final series started, I always said they were the team that not going to fly under the radar, but they're going to really cause some trouble, and they have.
The home
unlucky
pitch
against Kent.
Is an advantage for them, isn't it?
100%, and it's going to be, we know what Santos is like. When there's a bit of wind, it's quite blustery, it's a bit of a swell. I reckon, you know what? Seeing what I've seen the last couple of weeks, I think it's Metro Stars today.
Okay, just about to kick off here at West Beach Park Football Centre. The big clash, Cumberland Foxes, Cumberland United up against, I was going to say Orange Sturt, but it's Sturt Lions. Winner will be promoted to the Premier League, and the winner will meet Modbury Jets next week in the grand final.
As Cumberland go forward, it will be cut out here by Sturt Lions. The ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in, quickly taken by Sturt Lions there. It'll be Voigt trying to get to the ball, but Cumberland in possession now. They go out wide. They find Jack Sean. Taken from them by Sturt Lion. Kobayashi in the middle of the park gets brought down, and it'll be the first free kick of the game. It will go to Sturt Lion. Fusco wants to take it quickly, but he leaves it to Kobayashi.
So they're kicking towards the right-hand side.
Grinnell game.
Grinnell end, yes, right. And obviously Cumberland kicking towards the left side of the screen. You're watching the game live here at West Beach Parks Football Centre, as it is Cumberland trying to get to the ball. Controlling, gets a shot there in the end. With this breeze, Tony, you can certainly shoot from anywhere. It was Shannon Day.
Yeah, it was, and you just saw how much that ball held up in the wind. So obviously the wind is playing a part in it today. That ball did hold up, as it will be Sturt Lion through Clappers to take the goal kick. James Clappers takes the goal kick. Again, it holds up in the wind, but it makes past the halfway line. Here's Cumberland trying to go forward. Sturt Lion trying to win the ball in the middle of the park. It's Harvey. Goes out wide to Schoen. Jack Schoen sends it forward. Trying to find Phelps. Sturt Lion here through Clappers. Will send a long ball forward. Trying to find one of his strikers. It should be cleared here by Cumberland. Off the foot of Rodriguez. Cumberland see the ball out through Gray. Throw in on the far side. Mullins it is. Just doing his shoelace up.
Cooper Mullins.
Cooper Mullins.
Good if they make the grand final. Cooper Mullins playing at Cooper Stadium.
It will, as Mullins now gets ready to take the throw in. Wants some movement, looking up there, wanting Voigt. Eventually gets Voigt back to Mullen. Can he get through two players? Voigt's got the ball, sidesteps it. Can they get a shot on? There was a good opportunity there for Sturt Lion, but out comes the goalkeeper in Schoen, and he'll relieve the pressure for Cumberland.
So Luke Schoen, the goalkeeper for the Foxes, puts the ball on the ground. With the breeze, goes into attack in the way though the Sturt Lions defending. Over the sideline, quickly taken, throwing Declan Gray. Finds the back header of Picarero. It is on the far side. Winning it there is Dadsy. The throwing quickly taken there. Cleared here by Kobayashi, I think it was. No, it's Duffy. Chance for Cumberland. They go across the face of goal. No one there though. It'll be cleared here by Sturt Lions. They do clear it. Right hand side of the park. Trying to find a play there to throw into the Foxes. Right in front of our commentary position. That's a player there in Harvey, Joshua Harvey. Goes backwards, goes in towards the player there, Day. Goes out, Thornhauser. Short they go. So the Foxes just pushing around at the moment. Declan Gray got past one. Looking for support. Right-hand side of the park. Goes out towards Pegoraro. That's gone over the sideline, over the goal line. It will be a goal kick. It's been taken here by Sturt Lions keeper in James Clappers.
Clappers now to take the goal kick. Said that wind is picking up. Certainly favouring Cumberland at the moment. Quite strong, but Clappers is making some distance on the goal kick again. Past the halfway line. Up goes the midfield, and that was Cumberland's Cummins there that got his head to it. The ball goes out. There'll be a throw in on the far side. Quickly taken. Here's an opportunity for Voigt. Goes on, finds Taylor. His pass is no good. Gutierrez. The ball goes out. There'll be a throw in on the far side. Mullins now for Sturt Lion. Goes short. Finds Dadsey. Back to Mullins. But again, possession is lost there by Sturt Lion. They go forward. Still in possession. This is good work by Cumberland trying to go forward. Ball goes out eventually. Quickly taken, throw in. Looking up there for Phelps. He looks dangerous. As the ball goes forward, Gray sends it forward. They've lost possession. Here's Voigt now for Sturt Lions. Waiting for some help on the forward line. Eventually he gets it from... it was Toby Nelson.
Voigt starting, have you?
Yeah, Voigt starting. No?
It's a goal in the end. We're not looking at it properly, but in the end, the Sturt Lions have scored against the Breeze.
It's Rodriguez, I think it was.
We'll try and pick up the replay on that one. And
Voigt scored, boys.
Voigt?
Number 16.
Voigt? That's what I said. I'm pretty sure that he's starting.
Well, someone's...
Number 16.
Must be
Voigt. Nice goal. Well taken.
Tapped in.
Well, he's got 16 on Rob, and I've got him as a sub, but he's starting.
He's starting, yeah. I said we needed the team sheet,
picked
but that's
up the
all right.
16.
It was just on the volley, Voigt, and yeah,
That was a good goal there.
Definitely against play there, boys.
Yeah, because Cumberland has certainly been...
got us on a hop. We were checking out because we did get Voigt as he was on the bench, but somehow it's changed.
It was nice interchange there, interchange play with Nelson and the midfielders, and it was a great one behind, from Voigt. Got him in front of his defender there in Jack Sean, and Sean didn't know where he was coming from, and it ended up being a good finish though.
So there's Sturt Lions in the front, 1-0, so that's not bad against the Breeze. As it goes to Cumberland. Maybe Phelps is not on there. Tony, number 10, is he on the park?
No, 10's on the park, Rob. He's just over here.
Okay.
So we'll have to work out who's not on the sheet.
Jace Cummings there?
Cummins is
Altatung, he's on the bench.
There we go. Okay.
Altatung. Thanks, mate.
That's why the number 1 boundary rider here for FFSA.
Yes, Bomber?
Yeah, just a score update at Santos. It's still LA Comets 0, Metro Stars 0, thanks to Green Play Australia.
As Fusco now for Sturt Lions, they lead 1-0. A goal scored by Voigt in the 6th minute. As Sturt Lions will go forward.
Well, lucky
now.
he wasn't on the bench then. Oh.
Well, I did call him a couple of times, Rob, so...
Yeah, I just noticed that he was, like I had a reserve on his name.
Guastella now takes the throw in, goes to Nelson. Dadsey tries to get to that ball. It should be cleared here by Cumberland, and eventually is. That was Harvey trying to get rid of it. Eventually the ball goes out. It'll be a throw in on the far side. Again to be taken out there by Rodriguez. Sends a long ball forward, looking for Dadsey. He won't get to it. Is Kobayashi. Sends it forward. That wind is a little bit dangerous. Showing now, the goalkeeper just had to be a little bit careful when that ball come down. Drops it in front of him, goes long, gets some distance. Looking up there for one of their strikers, won't do so. The ball is squared. Is on the far side. An opportunity for Cumberland to go forward. Cleared there by Sturt Lions. Here's Cummins in the middle of the park, goes out wide, finds Day. Day tries to go forward. Good tackle there by Taylor, Anthony Taylor of Sturt Lions. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw in here to
Day
Cumberland.
takes the throw in. And he has for Orange, I was going to say Orange Sturt again. Sturt Lions trying to clear it. Looking for the player in the Rodriguez, but the Foxes are with the ball. Gray sends it into attack, looking for the play there. Can he get to it? That was Pegoraro. That sends it over the sideline for a throw in. Is Alex Sortini here? Because he is watching the broadcast. Whether he's watching at home, because he has broken an ankle, unfortunately, last week. He might be still in hospital. Big hello from the crew here. As he throw-in is taken, goes to Gray. Cumberland Foxes 1-0 down, trying to get the equaliser. They do clear it. Sturt Lions goes towards the play in Dadsey. Cumberland trying to get to it, but Sturt Lions pushing it around neatly. Rodriguez was there. Only as far as Harvey. Over the sideline it goes. They throw into the Foxes. Looking for the play there in Phelps. Cleared here by Sturt Lions. Over the sideline it goes. It will be a throw in. Sturt Lions leading 1-0 here. West Beach Parks Football Centre. Prelim final. Throw in, trying to find the player in Voigt. Over the sideline, once again a throw in. It'll be Gray. Declan Gray for Cumberland. Goes down the line. They go trying to control it. They go short. Left side. Into attack it goes through Day. Cleared here by Taylor. Voigt. Back to Taylor it goes. Chance for Sturt Lions. Try to get back to Dadsey. Didn't quite get to him. It'll be cleared here by Cumberland Foxes.
Cumberland Fox in the middle of the park. It's Jace Cummins now with some space in front of him. Wants to send it forward. Sturt Lions just like they're getting on top at the moment. Thunhauser tries to go forward. Should be cleared here by Sturt Lions. It is eventually Toby Nelson with the ball. Still got it. Wants Dadsey to move. He might have to go all the way back. He's still got it. He does eventually go back. The ball is sent forward by Sturt Lions. Should be cleared here by Gray for Cumberland. Toby Nelson's with him. Good work there. Dadsey now with the ball. He's only got one player in the middle. Can he find him? He does.
That was Rodriguez there, Tony.
Oh, it was Rodriguez. It was Anthony Taylor that he found the header, but couldn't get any direction or pace on the header. As Day sends a long ball forward. Should be cleared here by Fusco, but he gives it away. Goes to Phelps. Phelps now wants on the overlap. Pegoraro can't find him. Goes all the way back to Gray. Phelps now. Cumberland, their passes are going astray at the moment. Again, there was Pegoraro trying to find somebody in the attacking third. Couldn't find him, and it'll be a goal kick here to Sturt Lions, leading 1-0. A goal in the 6th minute by Sam Voigt.
Yeah, finding it difficult with the breeze, Ryan, looks like.
Yeah, Cumberland just got to take the sting out of the game a little bit. Sturt Lions are just really dictating how they want to play. Cumberland have just got, especially with Jace in the middle of the park, just slow the pace down a little bit. They're still trying to force it. Just settle for the next 5 minutes. Take the sting, the wind out of Sturt Lions and really get a control of the game again.
Cummins with their head trying to find Phelps. Got a bit of a head clash there. He's gone down.
Two players.
Referee does the right thing. Daniel Cook.
And on the other side, number 13 in Mullins for Sturt Lions. Both of them got a little bit of a head clash there as they were going up for a header. No malice in that whatsoever.
So they're getting some treatment. Any other score there? Still 0-0?
It's still, Comets 0, Metro Stars 0, 15 minutes gone there.
Thanks, Bomber. It's brought to you by Green Play Australia. Any stats at the moment?
Yeah, so Sturt Lions had 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 off target. They conceded 1 foul. For Cumberland, they had 1 shot, 1 off target, 2 foul. They committed 2 fouls and made 2 saves. Those stats are brought to you by Greenplay Australia.
Thanks, Bomber.
Just
Those
having
players aren't looking too well.
Sorry, Rob. Just before we go back to the head clash, just having a look at the Cumberland bench. I don't think Robbie Lippett's on the bench for Cumberland. I'm just having a look at the warm-up and who was on the bench.
He was warming up because I saw him warming up.
Okay, no, yeah, I don't think he's on the bench. I see Briscoe, see Elms, and I see Wright, and I see the reserve goalkeeper, and I've had a look
There he is.
over to their bench.
Isn't he walking down in that corner now? Is that him?
Yes, there he is. He's trying to hide from me, boys. Nah, he's there, boys. He's there. I was just making sure that he was on the bench or if something's happened. But nah, there he is, warming up.
Not looking too good, both players. Or the Cumberland player, Phelps is actually up.
It's
But
Mullins. Yeah, I
doesn't
might
look
have got
too well.
it in the face.
Yeah, he got it in the nose, I think. As he went down, his hands went straight to his nose. So I think maybe they might be patching him up.
But it started off with Cumberland just looking a little bit the stronger team, but they caught us off guard, as we said. Sturt Lions, a goal through Sam Voigt on
See the replay with the clash there?
good attack, and since that goal, Ryan, I think Sturt Lions just taken the ascendancy a little bit.
Yeah, correct, Tony. That's what I was saying before. I feel Cumberland, I feel like they're trying to play like it's the 75th minute, and they're trying to get a goal quickly. Just this is only the 12th minute mark or 15th minute mark now. They just got to calm things down. They've got a lot of experienced players. When teams start getting on top, I know the cliche goes, you got to go and get the ball and hold the ball. That's what you got to do, really. You got to just hold the ball, take the wind, take that sting out of Sturt Lion, and just get the tempo back in the game. They're still trying to go gun ho like it's the 80th minute.
The flag is flying across the face.
I think it's a tricky breeze, Rob. It really is.
It's a bit of a twirl. On the left-hand side there of screen, you've got the wind going to the right of screen, and then if you look over to the right of screen, you've got the corner flag going the opposite way. So a bit of a swell in the centre of the park.
So look, it'll be Clappers with the kick. Just goes over the zone box there, sends it into attack. In the way, Josh Harvey. This guy's had a few touches. Declan Gray goes towards right-hand side. Go back towards the player there in Harvey. He'll look for some support. Pegarara also there's Day. Trying to get there was Ryan Wood. Sturt Lions holding the ball well. Will get the free kick. Well done. There by Juan Pablo Gutierrez. No, that's, sorry, wrong one. Gonzalo Rodriguez. So it'll be Johnny Fusco, he lets it go to his captain, Kobayashi. Goes to Dadzi. Looking for the 1-2 from Rodriguez. It's come unstuck. Ends up with Harvey, Joshua Harvey. Goes short to Ryan Wood for the Foxes. Looking for support. Will go into attack. Right hand side in the way though. It is Dadzi. Runs up and down a bit, Dadzi, doesn't he? Is he trying to get towards the player there? That's Gutierrez. He'll take the throw. Again, Gray with the ball. Gutierrez goes out to the player there in Phelps. Wins the ball. Referee sees an infringement. Free kick to Sturt Lions.
Sturt Lions in their own defensive third will take this free kick. Looks like it'll be John Fusco over the ball. Fusco playing his, I think it's 507th or 508th game. That is amazing. Sends a long ball forward. Tries to find Rodriguez up there. Won't do so. Should be cleared here by Cumberland. Toby Nelson tries to get his foot to it. In the middle of the park, it's Cummins. Eventually, it was the player that went down before in Mullins. Sends it over the halfway, the sideline. It'll be a throw in here to Cumberland. Right at the halfway line. They send it forward. Trying to find Pecoraro. They won't do so. Cummins in the middle of the park. The ball eventually goes out. Be another throw in. Been a little bit scrappy, but that wind's probably playing havoc at the moment. Mullins gets a long ball forward. Cummins now for Cumberland. They go forward. Phelps switches play. Finds Wood. Wood goes back to the inside. They switch play. Out comes Shannon Day. What can he do? Still got possession. Shannon Day still with the ball. Got players all around him. Eventually it will be Sturt Lions to get rid of the ball. It won't go too far though. It was Harvey. Got it back in. Cleared there by Sturt Lions. Only as far as Thanhauser, who goes all the way back to Gray. Gray sends it forward. Looking up there for Ryan Wood. Won't find him. Goalkeeper comes out. And it will relieve the pressure for the Lions. They're leading 1-0. A goal in the 6th minute, scored by Sam Voigt.
So it'll be a big kick there by Clappers. Up in the air, both players went up. Harvey. Kobayashi, the captain for Sturt Lions. Sturt Lions going into attack. He was looking for Rodriguez. Goes backwards though. Duffy finds his keeper in Clappers. Goes out there. Good header on there by Taylor. Ends up with Phelps. Inboard trying to find Jace Cummings. Good comeback there by the goal scorer in Voigt. This Dadsy looks the goods. Did that trickery there. Did the old futsal trick. Gets a quickly ball on there on that left side, but there's an offside flag up against, I think it's Voigt.
Mullins, boys.
Mullins on the left.
As you can
Unlucky.
see, he is taped
He's
like
taped.
a mummy.
So a free kick to the
No, is the referee bringing it back?
Cumberland Foxes. I thought it was
Bringing
an
it
offside.
back.
The flag was
Well,
up.
it was offside. The referee, I think, is bringing it back and giving
Foul
them
after disposal.
a second opportunity. I wonder if he would have let it go if it wasn't offside, Rob.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
You can't let it go because then it's offside.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was offside. Why did he bring it
So it's
back?
not an advantage. So you do bring it back. So the ball is into attack for Sturt Lions. Goes towards
That time it's offside
Rodriguez.
again.
And this time it's an offside flag up. So that was pretty good refereeing then.
Yeah, it's
Not bad.
good.
Got to be nice to our referees. Yeah, it was Captain Cook. As it goes in, it's Phelps was there, but this guy's done all right. We thought he was on the bench. Voigt to Rodriguez. Chance for Sturt Lions. Cut back. Dadsy's in the back post. He controls it, can get it back in. Tries to get it back in, and he's won himself a corner kick.
That's a beautiful ball in the box there by Rodriguez. Hit it with pace and away from the keeper. And all it needed was a striker to run onto that. They all made the same run into that front post. No one made the run into that
To the
back post.
Yep.
That's corner kick number.
That's the first corner kick for the game for Sturt Lions, and those stats are brought to you by Greenplay Australia.
Kobayashi now to take this corner. Quickly takes it. Dadsy now wants Kobayashi again. Tries to take on Cummins. Loses out there. Out comes Cumberland. Phelps, he's got two players to beat. He won't beat them. Well done there. Here's an opportunity for Mullins. Dadsy tries to get it into the middle. Mullins still with the ball, but it will be Cumberland to come away with it. Eventually Pecoraro gets it on the far side. Cumberland just trying to steady a little bit. They just need to keep possession a little bit. Declan Gray switches play, goes to Showen, and now Harvey sends it forward. Looking up there for Pecoraro, won't find him. Here's Shannon Day with the ball. Goes to Cummins. Cummins now gets beaten to the ball. That was number 15 there in Sturt Lions. Trying to clear it. Showen now goes inboard, finds Jace Cummins, switches play. Won't find his target in Day. The ball eventually goes out. It'll be a throw in here, just in front of the commentary area, quickly taken. Harvey goes forward, finds Wood. Goes inboard, trying to find Pegorado, won't do so. Luckily for him, it falls for Declan Gray. Gets a long ball. Tries to find
Phelps.
Cummins now. Again to Phelps with his back to the ball. He wants somebody coming in for a shot. Eventually, there's a shot. That wasn't a bad one there by Thanhauser. But he missed a target, but it come off of a Sturt Lions play, and it'll be a corner kick here to Cumberland.
Thanhauser. Do you reckon it's Hauser?
Hauser.
Thanhauser. What a beautiful name.
Just letting all our viewers know it's 26 minutes gone. It's LA Comets 0, Metro Stars 0.
Thanks, Bomber. So corner kick quickly taken. Short one. Goes out towards Day. Day can get the cross in. Back post, no one there though. Taylor lets it go over the sideline. It will be a throw in. Phelps over to take this for the Cumberland Foxes. They are down 1-0. Goal scorer Voigt in the 6-minute mark. He'll let it for Gutierrez. Juan Pablo Gutierrez. There's a shot there in the end, I reckon. Just over the crossbar it goes, so it's a goal kick. Taken here by Clappers. Keeper for Sturt Lions. Here at West Beach Parks Football Centre. State League 1. Not forgetting preliminary final is brought to you by Boral. The winner will be promoted into the Premier League, which is the most important thing, Tony.
That's right.
But they've still got a grand final next week, so you wouldn't want to party too hard.
No, I don't think they'll be partying at all, Rob. They'll see the game out as Cumberland will try to look for Phelps. Clappers should get to that. He does. Clappers now for Sturt Lions. Sends a long ball forward. Looking up there for Rodriguez. Won't find him. Cumberland to clear. Fusco gets his head to it. Finds Mullins. Sends it forward. This game's a little bit scrappy. Here's an opportunity for the goal scorer in Voigt. Can he get to the ball? No, he can't. Cumberland still in possession. Showen. Looking out wide. That's what Cumberland's got to do. Just keep a little bit of possession. There's the captain in Showen. Goes in board. Here's Harvey. Sends a long ball forward. Looking up there for Pegorado. Won't find him again. It's too far.
He's done that about 20 times today, Harvey, and I don't think one has succeeded.
Yeah.
Just keep the ball. I don't understand these long ball. It has not worked. Keep the ball on the ground.
That's what I was trying to say, Ryan. They just need to keep a bit of possession as they come forward this time.
Another one.
Up there for Day. Shouldn't find him. Eventually, Lachlan Duffy gets his boot to it.
That wind's going to keep it in.
It's going to stay in. I thought it was going out by a mile. Will it eventually go out? Duffy does get his foot to it. It'll be another corner here to Cumberland. Just putting a little bit of pressure. But you're right, long balls are not going to do it, especially with this wind. Very hard to judge, but they've just got to keep a little bit more possession.
I don't want to sound like negative Nancy here, but come on, boys. It's not. That would be the most easiest team to play against. Just stay tight because they're just going to be looking for long balls.
So Cummins with a corner kick. It's a short one. That's gone in. No, I thought it went in. But I reckon it was a great save in the end.
I think it was, Rob. Just
great save.
In the replay.
So the corner kick taken here by Jace Cummings. It's another corner kick. As you see the replay.
Yeah, come off a Pegorado, was it?
Well, it might have been number 3 there. Harvey. Anyhow, Jace Cummings with a corner kick again. Chips it in. Chance. Keeper did well. Clappers only as far as the play there in Day. Good pressure though by Sturt Lions. Again, the Cumberland Foxes. They go in. Nice ball too, but Clappers is there. Not a bad looking ball there by Gutierrez.
Well, look at that.
Up in the air it goes. It's gone backwards virtually. Cummins playing well. Goes to Day. They both played Adelaide City last year. At one stage, or the year before. As it goes out, back to Day it goes. Tries to get the cut back.
Last year, Rob.
Last year it was.
And even with the goalkeeper there, Why the rush? Just let all the players pass out. You don't need to. You're 1-0 up. Let all the players pass out. Drop it on the floor and play it on the ground. Is it that hard, football?
Especially with this wind, as Jace Cummins gets ready to take the third corner in a row. And they are dangerous, these corners, especially with this wind just blowing in circles, basically, as Cummins for Cumberland puts some pressure, goes back post. There's a header. Trying to pick up the player. Was that was it Phelps might have been that got his head to it? No, it wasn't. It was Joshua Harvey, I reckon, that put that just past the post. And Sturt Lion living dangerously at the moment as they get ready to take this goal kick. James Clappers has been busy in the last 5 minutes or so. Sends a long ball forward, gets some good distance with this. Looking up there for Rodriguez, won't find him. In the middle of the park, here's Rodriguez. Tries to find Dadsey. Won't get to him, the ball goes out. There'll be a throw in here to Sturt Lions, he'll leave it. It'll be Mullins to go and take it. It'll probably be a long throw. Cumberland have just been on top the last 5 minutes or so. Here's a little bit of an opportunity for Sturt Lions to just get on top. They're leading 1-0. They just want to hang on to this lead. Mullins sends a long ball forward. Looking up there for number 8 in Taylor, but won't find him. Ball goes out. It'll be a goal kick here to Cumberland. And we've played 30.5 minutes in this first half. The score is 1-0 to Sturt Lions, a goal in the 6th minute by Sam Voigt.
So it'll be Luke Schoen, the goalkeeper, to take this goal kick. Looking for the play there in Wood, but Sturt going into attack. There it was Rodriguez. It's come unstuck. Jace Cummins looks for support. Pegoraro is there. He decides to go for a crack. Not bad with the breeze.
Oh, Rob.
It wasn't a good connection, that's all.
Rob, 40 yards out.
Oh, never on.
Hey, mate, the breeze will...
If the keeper got
put it
beat
in.
there, he should retire.
I've seen goals from that distance. Anyhow, it'll be Clappers to take this goal kick. Still 1-0. Sturt Lions lead. Sam Voigt, the goal scorer. 6-minute mark. Clappers got a nice kick on him. Against the breeze. Certainly got it over the halfway line. It goes on the far side though. It will be a throw in. Cooper Mullins will take it. Looks for support. Goes in board. It's come unstuck. Pugarado's been okay. He's had the ball a few times. Ends up with Fusco. And it goes over the sideline.
It's a free kick, Rob.
Well, it's a free kick actually.
Yep.
That's why it stopped. So it goes to the Foxes. In Harvey, Joshua Harvey. Goes towards Day. Back to Day it goes. From Thornhauser. And that goes over the goal line for a goal kick to James Clappers. Yes, Bomber.
Yeah, score update. Lake Comets are leading 1-0 against Metro Stars.
Ooh. No goal scorer?
No goal scorer, yeah.
That's a crucial part of the game there too, as Clappers for Sturt Lions takes the goal kick, sends it into the middle of the park. Thornhauser goes for the ball, cleared here by Gutierrez. Here's Dadsey trying to win it. Eventually the ball goes out. Dadsey might copped a little bit of an injury there, but I think he should be okay. Referee just asking the question. It will be a throw in to Cumberland. Gray. Long ball forward, looking up there for Pegoraro, won't find him. Should be cleared here by Sturt Lion, their captain in go forward Cummings, now in the middle of the park. Cumberland still with possession. Cummins sends it forward, finds Phelps. Phelps goes into the middle of the park. Thornhauser wants to switch play, but he goes all the way back to Gray. Gray goes inboard, finds Wood. Back to Showen. They're being pushed back, are Cumberland at the moment. Try to go forward. Phelps, who's been pretty good, tries to beat Kawabashi. Won't do so. It'll be a throw in on the far side to Sturt Lions. They're just holding possession a little bit better than Cumberland. Cumberland, every time they've got the ball, they either get pushed backwards or lose possession as they try to go forward through Rodriguez. Here's Jace Cummins now for Cumberland. Wants to switch play. Luckily for them, it come off the referee, I think, as Day sends it backwards. Wood has to go all the way back again. Finds Harvey to Day. Doing a good job here, pushing them backwards, Sturt Lions, and not allowing them any space to go through. They have to go all the way back to their goalkeeper, and Luke Showen gets a long ball forward, but not a good one. The ball goes out to be a throw in right at the halfway line to be taken out there by
Mullins takes the throw in. Dadsey, he's been impressive. Back to Mullins it goes. Lets it go over the line. Quickly takes the throw in. Trying to find Rodriguez. It's cleared here by the Foxes. Through Gray. Going into attack. Phelps is not there, but Johnny Fusco just lets it go over the sideline. It will be a throw into the Foxes. Just taking their time at the moment. They are leading 1-0. Sturt Lions against Cumberland. Can they hang on and get promoted into back into the Premier League? They were there a couple of seasons ago. Well, last season, sorry, not a couple of seasons ago. As it goes out. Goes all the way back to the keeper. Showen. In the way, Duffy. Again, well read there by Gray. Sturt Lions, Captain Kobayashi finds the player there, Taylor. Duffy again sends it to Dadsey. It's a good ball to him. Good tackle though by Juan Pablo Gutierrez. As it's Mullins trying to get through a couple of players. Cleared over the sideline. Bit scrappy play at the moment. Conditions aren't helping, very breezy. As it's a throw into Mullins. Sturt Lion with the throw. Looking for support. Gets it through Voigt. Back to Mullins to Voigt. Again over the sideline. It was a free kick this time.
No,
throw in, still a throw in. Goes out to Dadsey. Cleared here by Jace Cummins. Fusco lets it go to Guastella. To Clappers. Duffy. They go into attack. Looking for the play there in Taylor. But the Foxes do clear. Day's had a ball quite a bit. Went towards Wood. Day, back to Wood it goes. The Foxes are looking good in this attacking moment. Trying to find Phelps. There's a shot in the end. It'll be easily taken there. Not easy in the end by Clappers.
Clappers now to relieve the pressure for Sturt Lions. And this sky's looking a little bit ominous at the moment. Ryan, I hope it doesn't. The parade doesn't rain on you, mate.
You're the weatherman, you tell me.
Just don't like the look of it so far, but let's hope we get through
coming
today.
From behind us, isn't it?
Looking a bit dark. But as Cumberland now in possession.
He's not the weatherman this year because he's got everything wrong.
I've got everything wrong, so they send it forward. Looking up there for Day. Will they get to it? No, they don't. In the middle of the park, it's Toby Nelson to clear the ball. Gets pinched off of him, basically, by Pegoraro. Sends it on the far side. Jace Cummins in the middle of the park. Pegoraro goes in board, finds Wood. Has to go back. This is Day. Cummins. They're just closing them down really well. Wood, can he get a shot on? He does! But over the bar, and that's better by Cumberland.
Ryan, there's a chair behind you. Aren't you allowed to have the chair?
Unfortunately, I got told no.
You're joking.
I wasn't going to say on air. I was going to say something after.
I didn't know that. All right, that's fair enough.
Don't understand. I can do it every week, but come to
Well,
State League 1, I'm not allowed.
The referee or the linesman said no?
Official.
Oh,
Sturt line official.
it's probably the same guy that told me I couldn't open the gate. That's okay. What's good for one is good for the other, I suppose. Oh. So it is a throw-in. I was wondering why you were sitting on the ground. He's allowed you to sit on the ground, though.
Just.
Did you tell him we were live streaming, not just sitting there for nothing?
Try to explain myself, but you know what? Sometimes it says, okay, you're the boss. I'll just park my bum on the floor.
That's all right. As it goes out, the Foxes trying to go into attack. Phelps, left-hand side, but it's well done there by Duffy, trying to find Taylor. Cumberland are looking okay at the moment. Getting the ball towards right-hand side. Thornhauser finding Gray. Good back heel, Dadsy. He runs onto it, they won't catch him. Dadsy with the ball, cracks it, and cracks it over the crossbar. Good movement there by Sturt Lions.
Didn't need to hit it that hard, Ryan.
True.
He just needed to hit it low, and that would have been in the back of the net and 2-0.
And also low and across goals because the
Yes.
keeper's going to parry it. Taylor was making that run into that back post. That parry could have gone anywhere. Good keeper would have parried it away from him, but you never know.
Just should have hit it low, and I think he would have done the trick there in the middle of the park. It was Thunhauser got his head to it. Cumberland coming forward now through Gray. Cummins in the middle of the park now. They try to find Phelps, won't do so. Cleared here by Sturt Lions, but the ball will go out. It'll be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Jack Showen. He leaves it for Gray. Gray's got Cummins coming towards him. He doesn't want him. Send it long. Trying to find Phelps. Does so. Gets his head to it. Pegoraro sends it forward. Here's Cumberland. There's no one in the middle at the moment. He has to hold it up. He does. Good work here by Cumberland. Can they get a shot on? It was behind Pegoraro, so he couldn't get his foot to it. That's in now for Sturt Lions. On the overlap. Trying to find Rodriguez. Won't find him. Still, it's Mullins trying to go forward. Here's Cumberland. Phelps gets an opportunity. Cleared there by Gustella. Dadsey done a lot of work going back up and down, as Rob said. Eventually, not a good ball through. Goes out. It'll be a throw in at the halfway line to be taken by Gray. Trying to find Phelps again. The ball goes out. It'll be another one. This time, Gutierrez. Gray. Should be getting the ball in the middle. There's players waiting for it there with this win. Phelps tries to sidestep two players. The ball goes out. It'll be a goal kick here to Sturt Lions. They should have done better with that one. They've had the opportunity to get the ball across a few times, and they haven't been able to do so. The ball eventually goes out. It'll be another goal kick to be taken by James Clappers.
So Clappers with a goal kick here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre. So they are leading 1-0 Sturt Lions. Can they hang on and get promoted into the Premier League? Up went Jace Cummins. Sturt Lions, Toby Nelson was there, going into attack. Voigt goes down. I guess goes backwards towards Mullins. That goes over the sideline. It will be a throw-in. Sturt Lions. will take it. Mullins wanted to go backwards. Decides to go into attack in the way again. Gray for Cumberland. Once again, it's a throw in for Sturt Lions. Mullins down the line he goes, trying to go left side of the centre circle, and the referee Daniel Cook sees an infringement. Free kick quickly taken here. They go into attack. Is that Rodriguez? It is. Controls a chance for Sturt Lions. They cut it back. Chance to score, and a great save there by the keeper in Showen. And the guy who had the shot, Taylor. Good shot, good work there by Sturt Lions. Could have made it 2-0.
Yeah, Rodriguez there was brilliant. Got the ball to Taylor, but who was marking him? That's what
Fair
I'd
play,
like to ask.
Rodriguez, yeah.
He's a good player, but who was marking Taylor totally by himself? And the defence of Cumberland were lucky to get away with that.
Replay, yeah.
Only it
save.
took a great save by their goalkeeper, Luke Showen, to keep them in this game, as it is Sturt Lion to take this corner. They eventually do. Out comes Showen again, does some good work, sends it forward. Here's Thunhauser, sends it all the way back. Finds Day, who's trying to find Wood, but here comes Toby Nelson for Sturt Lion, intercepted there by Harvey. Harvey on the switch. Good cutout work there by Mullins. Tries to find Dadsey, won't find him. That time, not a good ball. He was looking for Day, pointing that way. Phelps couldn't get to it either, but Clappers did, and it will be Sturt Lion through their goalkeeper. Clappers, been busy, sends a long ball forward, certainly getting distance. Cummins should get his head to it. He does, sends it forward, trying to find Pecoraro on the head. Does so, but it should be... Well, the ball eventually goes out. It'll be a throw-in on the far side. We've played 1 and a bit minutes of added time in this first half, and it's still Sturt Lions leading 1-0, a goal in the 6th minute to Sam Boyd.
So the throw-in taken here by Mullins. Gets it down the line. Bit of collision there almost. It's cleared. And the referee, Daniel Cook, Captain Cook himself, calls it for half-time. So it is Sturt Lions 1, leading Cumberland 0. As Ryan comes off the deck of the ground. I'll see if I can fix that after half-time. Put the chair back out there for him. And he'll have a quick chat to one of the players.
Got the captain here for Cumberland United. No, doesn't want to have a chat with me. They're a bit disappointed, boys. Might head over to the Sturt line. They might be a little bit happy, a bit more giving to a bit of a chat. A lot of high fives.
I don't know, these State League ones think that...
I've got Johnny Fusco. He definitely will have a quick chat. Johnny, just quickly, good start to the game. Conditions, tough?
Yeah, very tough. This defending that goal is very difficult when you get the win like this, so hopefully second half it might be still going across the ground, but it should be a little bit easier second half, we hope.
Is that what you expected from Cumberland that first half? It was very predictable at times.
Yeah, look, they like to go direct, and I guess, like I said, they probably got the win with them, so yeah, I guess it was pretty much what we expected, I guess, yeah.
Well, good luck for the second half.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brian. So
yeah, it was like I asked him. Cumberland were very predictable today in that first half. It was very obvious what they wanted to do. Their two centre backs, they're trying to get their wingers in. Very experienced backline there in Quistella and Fusco. They were very well lined up there and really played to their strength. And unless Cumberland change their game style, it's going to be a very easy second half for Sturt Line.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I thought that you're right. They did become predictable, but I thought Sturt Line just looked a lot more dangerous going into attack. You have players like Rodriguez, who's an excellent player. Voigt is really making a nuisance of himself, and also the other player in Dadsey, also looking very, very dangerous when they go forward. And I thought that the last couple of minutes, the Cumberland defence were a little bit standing still there when that header went in, and lucky not to be 2 goals down.
Okay, it is half time here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre. We'll take a break. We'll try some highlights there. We'll be back after the half time break. So for me and the boys, we'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes.
So why do RAA members enjoy that winning feeling?
Well, because having access to a range of trusted products gives them peace of mind. And the more RAA products they have, the more they save. And they get discounts at a huge range of events and retail partners. And they feel good about RAA community programs and sponsorships.
You guys don't miss a thing, do you?
It's all part of how we do more for our members and for South Australia.
Take control.
In the beginning there was time. Time saw the stars spun into light, the mountains rise and fall, rocks turn into clay. We created with it, sought shelter under it. Some things don't change with time. At Boral, we still use clay. We shape it and fire it. We forge ceramic roof tiles in enduring hues. Clean lines, elegant finishes, durable, sustainable. As old as time, made new for modern homes. Boral. Build something great.
You know, I have nearly 7,000 Insta followers,
Wow.
but I didn't expect one of them to run into the back of my car.
No, but with your RAA comprehensive car insurance, if it's a write-off, you get the sum insured or market value, whatever's highest.
Oh, that's good.
Because all claims are handled here in SA, it won't be a hassle for you.
Great.
Looks like it was a bit more than a double tap.
Hashtag dad joke.
We do more. Get a quote today.
If I was on Mulgundawa Road, where would I be?
Murray Bridge.
Roxby Road?
Port Lincoln.
Tolna Road?
Mount Gambier or Compton.
How?
RAA Road Service patrols no South Australian roads because we're South Australians. And there's more than 350 of us.
What about the road to Ship Creek?
There's no Ship Creek in South Australia. You get more. Buy or upgrade today.
ExcelWorld.com.
Okay, we're back here. It is half-time. Players just about to come out, or actually Cumberland Foxes are out at the moment. And repeating the score, it is Sturt Lions 1, leading Cumberland Foxes 0 here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre. Yes, and we finally got your chair, Ryan. I'm not sure it's too stable for you, but you got there, mate. Hang on, I'll put you on.
I'm sliding off it, but it's all good. It's all good. At least my bum is nice and warm. My buttock muscles. Just thinking about just having a look quickly here, Rob and Tony and Bomber. Tony, you were coach back in the day, in your glory days. Would you bring on Briscoe straight up? 45 minutes left.
Well, I think
there's a promotion game. You got to go for it.
You got to go for it. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the midfield. I mean, Jace Cummins has done a good job, but yeah, I definitely would. I'd bring Briscoe on, and you've got to throw everything at it. You've got 45 minutes left, and there's no tomorrow, Orion, so you might as well try it.
It's more like bringing Briscoe on can add that little X factor or that dimension. He's a great goal scorer, but they've got to play to it though. They can't just keep bombing these balls forward. They've got to play through midfield, play through the lines. At the moment, you know, they haven't really helped their forward line. They're not playing through the lines. They're playing into Sturt line. It's very, very easy for Sturt line. You stay compact, know your spaces behind you, because they're going to try and hit balls behind you, and it didn't work in that first half, and Sturt Lion came prepared for that. They knew their game style.
And we haven't seen many State League 1 games, because he might have just come back from injury too, Thomas Briscoe.
Yeah,
so we don't know how fit he is, obviously.
Just getting back to your question, the only time that Cumberland had a really good build-up was the time that they went to the feet of Phelps. He laid off a ball, and there was a shot there. I think it might have been Thunhauser had a great shot that just went over the bar, and that was the only time there was a build-up instead of a long ball, Ryan.
Correct. Now, one more question before Daniel Cook blows the whistle. Is it what we saw in the first half, is it Cumberland's game to win or Sturt Lions' game to lose?
I think it's Sturt Lions' game to lose, to be totally honest.
Correct.
With the breeze.
They found themselves so many times in this position when they were in the Premier League, where they were leading and gave up a lead. And they just got to play the same way they played in the first half and try to score again. If they try to hold on to this 1-0 goal lead, they might get themselves in trouble.
Okay, kickoff's just about underway for the second half here at the West Beach Parks Football Centre, as Daniel Cook blows his whistle and Sturt Lions into attacking towards the left side of the screen. You are watching it live, and obviously Cumberland kicking towards the right hand side, which is the scoreboard end, as it is on the far side at the moment. Duffy for Sturt Lions, looking for Rodriguez, who impressed me in that first half. Goes to Captain Kobahishi. Cleared here by Duffy. Rodriguez couldn't quite control it. It'll be a throw into Cumberland through Ryan Wood. Lets it go. It's a play there in Josh Harvey on that side. Going back in. Sturt Lions. Cummings had a good first half. Goes left side of the park. They go in, ball, Pegarado trying to get to it, but the keeper did well. In Clappers, quickly throws it. Left side of the park. For Sturt Lions, trying to find Dadsy. That was Mullins.
Just having a look at Mullins, boys. He's got a deep cut under that eye. The tape's off, but it's a very deep cut.
So Dadsy with the ball. Well done there by Gray. Cumberland through Thunhauser. They got Aro. Goes towards Gutierrez. Handball, referee on the spot. Free kick to the Foxes.
Yeah, and I think what Lions are doing better, Ryan, is keeping the ball on the deck with this wind. That's where they've got to keep it. But a question for you, is it easier to play with the wind or against it?
Oh, the wind out at the moment is playing havoc. It's got a swell, so playing with it, playing against it, for me, never really bothered me. I like to play football on the ground, and
that's what they've got to do.
And that's wind doesn't really make a difference for me.
Ryan sends it forward, looking up there.
Ooh.
For one of them, trying to pick up who entered that.
He had to get to that.
Captain
Harvey,
Jack.
was it?
No, Captain
It was,
Jack
it was
Shawn.
Jack Shawn. And gee, the goalkeeper, did he see that late? That he made that look worse than what it was? Because eventually he got his hands to it, and it's a corner here to Cumberland, who are looking dangerous in this first couple of minutes of the second half. And it will be Cumberland to take this corner. They're looking back post. Header goes in.
That's in.
And it comes off of Cummins. And it's 1-all. Back post header there. It might have been
Phelps.
Phelps. Come down and come off of Cummins. And gee, that
See
was...
the replay, Tony.
Not so sure that was good defending there by...
So if we can see it amongst all the poles, it looks like Jace Cummings.
Yeah, it was. It came off Jace Cummins,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
48.
So it's 1-1. Both teams scoring against the Breeze.
Yeah, it's not good defending there by
47, was it, Tony?
48.
48.
As Sturt Lions try to go forward through their captain. Looking up there for Toby Nelson. Should be cleared there by Mullins. In the middle of the park, it's still Sturt Lions. Tries to send Dadsey. Can he get to the ball? No, he won't. It'll be cleared there by Gutierrez. It'll be a throw in to Sturt Lion to be taken by Mullins. It's been good. Mullins now finds Dadsey. Back to Mullins. Wants a 1-2. Can he get it? Cummins, one of the best players on the park so far, tries to find Pecoraro, stolen by Fusco. Cumberland still in possession. They send it long, looking up here for Phelps.
Leg up.
Leg up, it should have been a free kick. It is a free kick. Phelps.
They're looking sharp, Cumberland.
I just think that this wind is playing a little bit of havoc with the teams playing against it, as Fusco goes all the way back to Gustella. Gustella will switch play, goes out there, finds Lachlan Duffy. Duffy gets it forward. Still in possession, Lyon, all the way back, Sturt Lions I should say, all the way back to Duffy. The ball goes out, be a throw in here. It is a 1-all, a goal scored just after half time there. Comes off of Jace Cummins' leg, right into the bottom corner.
Good
Here's that
support
man
here
again.
for Cumberland too.
They send them forward. Good support by both teams, Rob. And here's an opportunity for Pecoraro now. Can he get it forward? No, he can't. He loses possession. The referee finds a free kick. It will go to Cumberland. Chance to put even more pressure on Sturt Lion.
So Cumberland Foxes with a free kick. Jace Cummings got him back into this game. He'll take the free kick. Also over the ball is Shannon Day. Jace Cummings, will he chip it? Will he crack it? He might go short. Does chip it. No one there though. He was looking for his captain in Jack Showen. And it goes over the goal line for a goal kick. Bomber.
Yeah, just want to let our viewers know it's still 1-0 between Comets and Metro Stars. Simic was the goal scorer before half time.
Stefan Simic, good player.
And you could just about take a crack there where he was there, Cummins, Rob.
Against the breeze, yeah, I suppose it'll do anything.
The wind, the way it's going, it's hard to predict at the moment as Dadsey tries to get to that wall. Cleared there by Cumberland. Only as far as Sturt Lions, Lachlan Duffy, but the ball will go out and it'll be a throw-in. Taken by Duffy. In the middle of the park. Still Sturt Lion with possession. They send it forward, trying to find Rodriguez. Goes to Voigt. Rodriguez again. Tries to find Dadsey, won't find him. The ball holds up in the wind. Rodriguez, good player. Tries to get around Day. Eventually Day comes away with the ball, but the referee says it's a free kick on Rodriguez. And now it's Sturt Lions' turn to put a bit of pressure. It'll be their captain in Kobayashi. Kobayashi now. Got some tall timber.
Taylor Duffy in there.
Surprised that Fusco is not in there as he gets it back post, but goalkeeper comes out there.
Too far for him to go.
Probably won't get back, you think, Rob? That's harsh.
It's Cumberland with the throw-in on the far side. He's one of our mates. So, well, he is our mate. As the Foxes go left side of the park.
And let's face it, well, we don't have too many.
No, that's true. As it goes out towards Sturt Lions, Rodriguez.
Here comes a card.
Comes a card. Who's it for?
Looks like
Harvey.
Harvey, yeah.
Joshua Harvey gets the first yellow card of the game. So Sturt Lions will take this free kick. Duffy and Kobayashi. Captain Kobayashi will take it.
He's leaving
Actually,
it
he's
for
leaving
Duffy.
it for Duffy. So Duffy will take this free kick. Just waiting for the whistle, looks like. Here it goes. Into the area it goes, in the hot spot, as Paul will say. Quickly throws it out. Clappers. Easily cut out though.
Thornhauser.
That was Sean. Keeper Luke Schoen as it goes out Cumberland. Jack Schoen, the captain, ends up with the Sturt Lions. Taylor gets upended by the captain. Schoen looks for support, goes left side of the park. Wood was there. Back to Schoen it goes, the captain. Short to Cummings. He's been fantastic. Can't quite find his mark, and over the sideline on the far side for a throw-in.
Yeah, just a player down here, Rob. Looks like it's number 8 there in Taylor. Is it? That's down. Reckon fell on his head as he was tackled there. There's no malice in that as we wait for Taylor to be attended to. And Ryan, Cumberland looking better in this second half. Just keeping possession a little bit more.
Yeah, they're looking not bad. Both teams now 50-50. I don't think any team are on top of each other. But yeah, Cumberland are definitely looking better than they did in the first half. They're just playing a little bit smarter with the conditions, and I think that's helping them stay in this game.
As Duffy gets ready to take this throw in on the far side. Eventually he does. Finds Voigt. Here comes Cumberland through Pecoraro. Sends it on the far side. Looking out there for Wood. Can he get the ball in? He does, but it's the side netting. And it will be a goal kick here.
Actually, one player, Tony, that's been pretty impressive in this game is young Ryan Wood, the number 15 for Cumberland. I like the way he plays football. He's got a good left foot. He's busy. He likes to play football on the ground. He's a good player for Cumberland United.
They go into attack. Sturt Lions, and play goes down, and Humphrey goes over the goal line. It will be a goal kick. Time for Briscoe and Joe to be released. Michael Doyle. He was a former player. They all played at West Adelaide, didn't they?
Michael Doyle? No. He was at Raiders at Croydon, and now he's at Mowbray. Got promoted.
I reckon my memory's pretty good. I reckon he played with West Adelaide as well.
Doyle.
Michael Doyle? No, he didn't, Robbie.
Ooh,
Michael Doyle, if you're listening.
He's probably.
You know, Veggie's always right, bud. So
I reckon he played. I reckon he
Raiders.
did.
I thought Raiders.
Yeah, he was captain of Raiders.
I know he was.
Was at Croydon for all his youth and younger years, and also played there a few years ago. But this year made the move to Mowbray. Got promoted with Mowbray with Nathan Farrell and last year also and Sean McGreevy.
Kobayashi, captain, goes out trying to find Mullins. So throw in. Mullins will take it for Sturt Lions. Out towards Phelps. In the way. Play there, Ryan Wood. Got a good first name like Ryan. Must be a good player. Over the sideline it goes for a throw in.
That's
Sturt.
right. His name's Ryan Wood, not Robert Wood. And here comes the substitution.
This isn't bad.
Tommy Briscoe's coming on.
Looks fit. Oh, you're on
defenders,
this side.
defenders coming off
Gee.
in grey.
And I thought he'd played reasonably well.
He had a lot of the ball, didn't he?
It's a gutsy move.
They're going for it.
They're going for it.
Definitely
Well,
they're
they've got
going.
to. I mean, look, they've got to. It's no use. Somebody has to win this game. You can't win it if you want to defend all the time. And I think they've made the right move here.
They've changed formations, Tony. 3-5-2. Pegararo's coming to the right wing. Briscoe's dropping into that attacking midfield. So they're playing a 3-5-2.
As Sturt Lion through Lachlan Duffy on the far side to take the throw in. Rodriguez wants to get the ball in, eventually goes out. Be another throw in here. Been a lot of throw-ins in this game. Most of it's been played along the flanks as the ball comes in off the head of Rodriguez. Tries to find Voigt, won't do so. Cleared there by Cummins, goes out. We'll get another throw in. Quickly taken. Ball goes out. This time it'll be a corner to Sturt Lions. Always dangerous. Their captain Kobayashi to take it. They've been going short on most of their corners. I would have thought that with this wind it would be a better option to go long. Eventually does. Can anyone get to that ball?
Oh, handball.
There's a push out there. Handball, but it was for the...
Yeah.
I think it came off of Voigt there, and it will be a free kick here to Cumberland in their penalty area. We're still at 1-1, a goal in the 6th minute to Sam Voigt from Sturt Lions, and the equaliser came in the 48th off Jace Cummins.
So the goal kick taken here. Luke showing. Only as far as Kobayashi. Here's a chance for Voigt. Voigt goes short to Taylor. That goes over the sideline. It will be a throw in to Shannon Day. He's played okay as well. Doing a bit of a pirouette there was Guastella. Sturt Lions can't quite get to it. Was Voigt. Goes out for a throw in. Shannon Day will take this throw in. Down the line it goes. Back header. There by Cumberland's Phelps. Taylor's there. Jace Cummings. Phelps for Cumberland. Goes short. Finds, is that Altundug? Dag that's on? I see you at 11, I reckon.
That's for Cumberland.
Oh, sorry. That's Thomas Briscoe's on. So it is Jace Cummings. Backwards they go. Day, captain Showen. Goes short. Gutierrez. Finds that Hauser. And into the arms of the keeper there in Clappers. Bomber.
Well, I think Metro Stars run's about to come to an end. LA Comets now leading 2-0 against Metro Stars.
Home ground advantage is very hard.
Yeah, they do play well there, don't they?
They do play well, makes a huge difference. As
Gonan Tenner could win a premiership.
Isn't that amazing? Good on him. As Cumberland now in possession. Gutierrez. Here's Thunhauser. Thunhauser gets it forward, cut out there by Sturt Lions, but only as far as Gutierrez sends it forward, cleared there by Gustella. It should fall for Taylor. Can't get it under control. He chases it hard. Goalkeeper's coming too. The ball goes out, and it will be a throw in to Sturt Lion. Been a very even second half. There's another substitute coming.
For Sturt Lion,
this
boys.
time will be Sturt Lion. Number 19 looks like it's going to come on.
Voigt's coming off.
Schumack is going on. And
Schumack
and Voigt off. So Voigt off, Schumacher on.
The goal scorer.
I thought Schumacher again had played reasonably well. His
You mean Voigt? Yeah.
Voigt had played really reasonably well, but coaches know what they're doing as the throw gets taken. Here's Rodriguez, sends it out to Duffy. Not a bad ball. Who's he looking for? Looking for Nelson. Couldn't find him. Still in possession. Sturt line. Get a long ball forward. I'm not sure that that's the way they should be playing. Rodriguez tries to get to it. Schumacher. What can he do? He twists, he turns, he sends it all the way back to his captain. Fusco now in possession for Sturt Lions. Wants some movement. Eventually gets it. Looking for Toby Nelson. Won't find him. The ball goes out off the head of Jack Schoen, and it'll be a throw in here to Sturt Lions.
So Mullins will take the throw in. 1-1 here at the West Beach Football Centre as they go in. Sturt Lions trying to get it in, trying to be cleared there by Gutierrez. And he wins himself the goal kick. So goal kick to be taken here by Luke Schoen. Bomber.
Yeah, just wanted to let our viewers know that that second goal by Alec Comments was by Welsh. It was a penalty.
He's had a good year too. Be close to winning that Sergio medal again. How many times has he won that?
2.
2 times. Could be a hat trick for him.
If it is, it's I think there's an out and right winner of that medal for this year.
Who do you think?
Punendez.
I don't think so, mate. So I reckon,
But if you're top goal scorer,
yeah, I reckon De Silva will get a few votes off him.
Mate, if you're top goal scorer coming from midfield and you got assists,
Yeah. I agree. He's had a good year, but I think
won the Federation Cup.
I think De Silva will take a few votes.
Be very disappointing, I think.
Yeah, he's had a good year though. I have to agree. Throw in taken here by the Foxes on the far side, but Welsh is renowned. You know, he polls all the time. So as Cumberland, as Sturt Lions almost got through there, but Cumberland go back into attack. Put into the arms of the keeper and Clappers. Puts it on the ground. Long kick into attack in the way though. Defence.
When is the celebration of football?
After the season.
Yeah.
I don't
No
know
set
the
date.
don't know the actual date, but I'll try and find something for you.
And Sturt Lion, Ryan, I think they're just falling into the same trap as Cumberland were with his long balls going forward. I don't think that it's the right way to go as Thanhauser sends a wide ball forward.
Totally
tries to
agree.
find Wood.
Totally agree, Tony.
Here's an opportunity for Phelps. I like this way he holds up the ball. Phelps still in possession. Eventually loses it. Here comes Rodriguez. He's been good. He wants to send a player. He does. Here's an opportunity. Oh, Dadsy that was, but good tackle there by Gutierrez. Still in possession. Goes inboard. Finds Thanhauser. Finds Cummins. Cummins now to the feet of Briscoe.
Don't mind the player Rodriguez. I think he'd look good in the top league with one of your topper clubs. Good ball player, good striker, holds the ball up. He's got some versatility within his game. I reckon it'd be a great find for any of those top clubs in the Premier League.
Well, he
might be in the Premier
Lions
League
if
they win.
He'd stay with Sturt Lions.
So you're predicting Cumberland to win, are you?
No, what I'm trying to say is your top half of the table in the Premier League do play good football, are good ball-playing teams. And he would suit one of those teams very nicely.
So Cumberland, Foxes in defence. Headed back to Luke Schoen.
Cumberland's about to go to their bench again.
So it'll be left side of the park. Cummins. Actually, that was Shannon Day.
I'm surprised they're making so many changes early.
Player going down too.
I think that was Rodriguez that's down, Rob.
Correct. Robbie, is the rule still stick that if it does go into extra time, they can go and use their fourth substitution?
Correct. Yep. Correct. That's all over the world now, isn't it?
No, it's all over the world. I just double checking, confirming, because I did doubt you last year when you posed that rule to me. I was like, Rob, what are you talking about, mate?
And I did.
And you proved me right, and I had to apologise to you on air.
Number 7
100th
is
time
off.
you've done it.
Number 49 is on.
Joey Cummings is off, and Joey Wright is off. Which, yeah, again, interesting. Hey, must be. He is limping, though.
Yeah,
he's limping.
He's injured. That's a big loss if he's off.
Joey Wright. He missed out the grand final, didn't he? Got injured. West Adelaide's victory.
Correct.
As it is right-hand side of the park. Deadlocked at the 1-1 at the moment. Johnny Fusco goes short to Mullins. Touch there, back to Mullins it goes. Goes out. The Foxes trying to get something going. They go short, that's through Dan Hauser. And good catch there. Took a specky with one hand with a beer in his hand too. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Did we get a replay of that? Because I like that one. He caught the ball with one hand and the beer in the other hand.
And he didn't
spill,
drop
didn't spill not one drop.
It's pretty good.
Well done there, mate.
He should be in goals. He'll get a game next year.
Up in there it is at the moment. Good control there by Phelps. Handball it is. Referee. He's going to book him for that. Is that bookable, Ryan?
Oh, I think he did it on purpose, Rob.
Okay.
Because had that ball gone past, they might have been in trouble.
Was that Nelson?
Costello, I think
No, it was
was
Nelson.
Was it Nelson?
It was Nelson. I was sorry, boys. I did miss that. I'm just trying to have a look at down on the bench there. Jace Cummings has taken his boot and sock, and it's going to his ankle.
Yeah, he had to be injured. The way he was playing, there's no way that you'd take him off. As it is Cumberland now through
second yellow card.
Ryan Wood.
Yeah, no, it's the second yellow card, and Comets now leading 3-0.
Oh,
true.
Didn't want to be negative Nancy here, but I think I have to agree with you now, Bomber, that might be seasons done for Metro Stars.
I think it was it too.
Put up a good effort, didn't they?
Ryan Wood now goes back post. Can anyone get their head to it? Gee, that was good. It's shown. And he's looking at the linesman here. The referee is going over to the assistant.
Penalty?
Not sure what that is for. We'll soon find out.
Watch the replay.
Oh, somebody got brought down in the box. It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Ooh.
Wow, that's...
well, you're right. Somebody got brought down. We'll watch the replay.
There it is right there. See there? There it is, but not sure. Oh, gee.
They're tussling together.
I thought they came down together. I'd like another look at that. That was the captain of Sturt Lion.
In the meantime, it is a penalty over the ball. Who's over the ball there, Ryan?
Briscoe.
Briscoe over the ball. Can he make it 2-1? 2-1 to the Cumberland Foxes. Briscoe comes on. Can put Cumberland ahead 2-1. And a half a foot into the Premier League. Shoots into the back of the net. It goes. And the Foxes take the lead 2-1. A little bit controversial, maybe. Both players went down. Maybe that player just grabbed him. As you see the replay.
If it was soft, boys, you see that in football all the time. You can't give penalties like that.
Well, yeah, it's hard to see. I watched the
Johnny
players.
Fusco got the yellow card.
Gets into the book.
For dissent.
I thought both players were hanging on to each other there. But the assistant obviously saw more than what we did. And there's been a penalty as...
Play went down. And I think, like you said, Tony, they both went down.
I thought they
but
both
the arm
went down
was across. Like, might have pulled him down with the arm. So, referees assistant was in a better position, I presume.
All to do now for Sturt Lion. As Dadsey gets to the ball, there'll be a throw in here to Cooper Mullins. Here's an opportunity for Schumer, but in the meantime, I think it might have been offside. It was. It will be a free kick here to
Let's see if we
Cumberland.
can see that replay again.
Try and pick it up if we can.
We've got a bit of time.
I'll keep an eye on the play. You keep an eye on the...
The one before that,
yeah.
Jimmy, that was a penalty. Well taken there by Briscoe into the back of the net to make it 2-1. The Foxes are leading 2-1 Can they hang on?
There it is, Rob.
There's your substitution as well, boys.
There's your penalty claim.
Oh, gee, Rob. He's
dragging
dragging him
down.
down with the arm too.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Yeah,
Oh, well.
Anyway, no more to be said about that, Rob. I think enough's
You
been
can
said.
see it on the replay. I don't think it was a penalty.
I've got to be nice, boys. I've been told off a few weeks ago by saying my opinions.
As Cumberland go forward now, trying to get the second one. Somebody was got brought down, and John Fusco here is protesting.
I was a little bit of argy-bargy, boys. Sturt Line did make a substitution. Alterdang is
See the
on.
replay?
Dad is off.
Okay.
Oh, Fusco. I think.
They're claiming
See
an
that
elbow, but I don't think it was there either. But
try that again with that replay. We'll see it again. He's getting some treatment. Fusco, you can't quite see it anyhow. That's all right.
And it'll be Cumberland to take another free kick. They're leading 2-1. Played 70.
Here we go again. No, I couldn't see nothing in it.
No.
As he was running, he might have collected. I don't think it was done on purpose. The referee's assistant agrees and the referee agrees.
Ryan Wood over it, and Joseph Wright is also over the ball. And so is Briscoe. So Cumberland now trying to turn the screws on Sturt Lion. Briscoe and Wood over the ball, waiting for the referee's whistle. Here we go. It'll be Briscoe. Takes it. It's in. It's in. What a shot by Briscoe.
You were right there, Ryan. He looks fit enough. He looks fit enough. So Cumberland take a 3-1 lead. You just see the replay. That was a cracker.
No disrespect, but the keeper's got to do better than that.
That dipped. Oh, that dipped like crazy.
It was a good free kick.
Yeah.
But you have to say, with this win, Rob, the ball's doing crazy things, but...
Watch the replay again. It was hard for the keeper. The ball dipped like crazy. So, in the blink of an eye, guys, it's Cumberland 3, Sturt Lions 1. It looks all over for Sturt Lions. So Briscoe scoring. What minute mark there, Tony?
74th, Rob.
71 and 74.
Yep.
So the Foxes could be back into the Premier League. They are 3-1 up. We know that the Metros looks like their dash is gone. Comets into a grand final. They're 3-0 up. As the Sturt Lions, Toby Nelson tries a shot wide off the upright, and it'll be a goal kick. So a great effort by Comets. Comets, that's what I'm talking about. Well, you're looking at me funny. To get into the grand final, Con Antonio, since he took over that club, he's done a fantastic job.
He has, and...
Not there next year, though.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that while you weren't here.
No, he wasn't here at the time when
that's what I said.
Discussed. But he has done a great
we
job.
said Barney Smith has got the job.
They could go all the way this year, Rob.
I don't understand why players like Joey Wright, you're 3-1 up. You're about to go to a grand final.
You want to play next week, don't you?
What are you doing, bud? Just walk away. I don't understand players, the egotistic players.
You've still got a game next week too, haven't
That's what I'm saying. You want to play next week, don't you? Get out of that.
What do you achieve out of this?
Absolutely zilch.
Nothing. Just looking like an absolute almond on the pitch.
An almond. Does that mean it's a nut?
Pretty much. I don't get it. Why? You're 3-1 up, bud. Just walk away. Save your energy. I do not get it.
Going back to the game now, it is Kobayashi to take this free kick for Sturt Lions. They need to settle. They've still got time to get back into this game, but they need to do it quick. They need to find one quickly as they send it forward. Up goes Mullins, won't find the ball. Cleared there by Showen. Goes out. Toby Nelson tries to get his head to it. Should be cleared there by Gustella. It is on the far side. Here's an opportunity there for Taylor. Can he get the ball in? He does, but it doesn't look good.
The Foxes have done it the hard way, haven't they, boys? because Sturt Lions finished second on the table.
That's right.
So they did it through elimination in every game.
And yeah, Sturt Lions going to have to find something really, really quickly. I think they've become unsettled.
And made all their substitutions too.
Just their style in the second half, their game style hasn't been right.
Even Dadsy came off, didn't he? He was playing all right.
Yeah, just interesting, but it will be a goal kick here to Cumberland. They send it forward. Here's an opportunity on the far side by Rodriguez. Can't get to the ball. Cumberland now will just take their time with everything they do and try to use up as much time as they possibly can. They're leading 3-1.
Certainly a super sub, huh? 71st minute with the penalty and the 74th.
And
Tommy
1 foot
Briscoe.
into the grand final, or 1.5 foot into the grand final, Rob, I would say.
Promotion.
and promotion as they try to come away with the ball. Looking
It's
up
a
there
double
for Phelps.
banger.
Won't find him, and as I said, he's been impressive. I like the way he plays. As Sturt Lions through Lachlan Duffy on the far side quickly take the throw in. I think it might be time now for Sturt Lions to change their formation and send a couple more players forward, Ryan. That's my opinion. They can't win the game if they haven't got players streaming into that box.
So the ball's with the Foxes. They are on fire. We said they look good. They've done well. Wood. Ryan Wood.
Got to give credit to the Cumberland manager there since Briscoe's come on, but they
Neil
did
Young.
change formation though to 3-5-2. Did add a little bit more firepower into that midfield forward line, and it's definitely made a difference.
He's been around, hasn't he, Neil Young? I think he got them up last time.
Correct.
Cumberland
He's been
Foxes.
around
Yeah.
with Cumberland for a few years now.
So the throw-in taken on that far side. Foxes 3-1. They're leading. They go into attack once again. Up in the air it goes. Wood was there. The shot in the end. Oh, that's not a bad one.
That's another one by Briscoe there, Rob.
And he's come on. We know how good he was in the old days. Well,
Looking for number 3.
It was only 4 or 5 years ago. But they certainly
Even 2
looking
years
sharp.
ago when at Comets.
That's true. It was only last year, I think he was at the Comets. As a header there,
Correct.
goes out. Looking for Rodriguez. Still time. If they can get one, put pressure on them, anything can happen.
They've got to start pushing players forward.
Goes
Take the
out.
chance.
Looking for the play there, but it goes over the goal line. It will be a goal kick. So Daniel DeTroy saying Briscoe pulling a McGreevy 2017, 3 goals all year, 5 in finals, just like the GOAT.
As,
A couple of people saying never a penalty.
No,
as well.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that as Gristella gets it all the way back to his goalkeeper. And that ball's holding up even more this half.
Well, goals have been. Oh, the ball's holding more on this side now.
It
It's
looks
gone the
like
other way
it
around.
looks like it's changed. Here's an opportunity now for Sturt Lions to go forward through
Elton Duk.
Alton Duk, but he loses the ball. Switch of play here. Can they get to that ball? Fusco gets to it first. He heads it out. It'll be a throw in here to Cumberland. Pegoraro with the ball. He's going to leave it to Guterres.
I think it's 4-0 now. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's 4-0 by Alec Comets are leading 4-0 in the 83rd minute, and yeah, just well done to
One-way traffic at the moment.
yes. Simic scored 2 goals too.
So Sturt Lions goes out. That's offside, I reckon.
Yep.
It is. Against Schumark. I think last time you did a game there, they won 6-0, didn't they?
Yes.
Against Raiders.
Why weren't you there, Rob?
And
I don't know, I was busy.
Ryan, if you remember that day, they hadn't been having a good run.
No, that was their.
And
that
we
was their
did
breakthrough.
say that was their breakthrough game. That if they were able to find some form through that day, they'd be very dangerous.
And ended up second on the table.
So
not after that day, but at the end of the season.
but they weren't travelling
They
that
beat
well.
Campbelltown too.
They'd
didn't
had
they?
a few losses before then, Rob, but they just found form at the right time. And
that 2-legged, they won 1-0 at home.
And I think
lost 2-0 away.
And I think that they will be a danger next week.
Oh, they'll give Campbelltown a run. They'll definitely
No,
will give
Fife, I
Campbelltown
think.
a run.
Were they trying to... Fife got sent off a couple of weeks ago. Got 2 games.
Does that mean he misses the grand final?
Were
next
they
week?
appealing, apparently? Not sure what's happening.
Big loss if they lose 5. Andre Weens will love that.
As it goes out, the Foxes, 3-1, they are leading. So they've got 8 minutes plus time on to go. Left side of the park. They go one way and the other. This is Wood. Well robbed off him by Taylor. And it goes to Clappers. Clappers gets his boot to it. The wind's certainly changed, hasn't it? More across the pitch now. As it swings over, it is a throw-in. To be taken by the Cumberland Foxes in Shannon Day.
But a big thing is well done to Metro Stars. You know, was it 4 or 5 games in a row, winning in a row, trying to get in the top 6 too.
Throw-in taken.
Agree with you, Bomber.
Backwards, Duffy. Finding Rodriguez. They can pull one back there, Tony. You never know. Stranger things have happened.
That's true, but they've got to do it pretty soon, Rob, as the ball goes forward. It'll be a throw-in here. 2 Sturt Lions, down 2 goals. They have to find something, and they have to do it quickly as they send the ball forward. Headed there, out by Harvey. Here's Phelps in the middle of the park. The brace scorer, Briscoe. He gets to that ball. What can he do? Goes all the way back. Here's an opportunity now for Wood, who Ryan likes. Goes all the way back. Briscoe still the ball. He wants his 3rd. Can he get to it? Phelps holds the ball up. He's going to switch play. This is an opportunity for an overlap. Gutierrez now. He wants to get onto the action, but probably should have crossed that ball. He had 2 players on the back post, and one of them was Briscoe, but didn't do so. Took a shot. It wasn't a great one, as the ball is picked out by Clappers. Sturt Lions trying to go forward. What can they do? It's Altundag fighting with the ball. Almost got a free kick.
Ooh.
Takes a shot.
Tell you what.
But unfortunately for him, it was wide. And it will be a goal kick here to Cumberland.
He's done that a few times, Altundag. He's got some good, nice footwork. But he gets too close to his defender when trying to do it. Give yourself some bit of space. When he starts doing his skills, he's literally on top of his defender's foot.
The referee just tapped on his shoulder for some reason.
Substitution, boys.
Well done,
Sturt
mate.
Lions' last substitution. Taylor, number 8, is off. And the big man, number 4, for Sturt Lion.
Hamish
Anderson.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
So goal kick taken here by Luke Schoen. Trying to go towards the left side. Wood's been a good player. Coming away though, Sturt Lions. Try and switch play, trying to find Johnny Footsky. But winning the ball is Gutierrez. He's got the ball, looks up, goes short. Leaves it for Phelps. He's had a good game. Just holds on to the ball, just wasting a bit more time. And wins himself probably a corner kick,
No,
or
that's a
hasn't.
goal
He
kick,
hasn't.
whoop.
No, it's a goal kick. So a goal kick will be taken here by Clappers.
Clappers take this goal kick, sends a long ball forward. Looking up there for Anderson. Here's an opportunity now for Schumacher. What can he do? He almost loses possession. Still got it now. Wants to marshal it out. He does. Wins himself a throw in. Quickly taken. Looking up there for Rodriguez. Gets the ball in. Does it go out? It does. And it's a goal kick here to Cumberland. We're into the 87th minute of this game. Unfortunately for a Sturt Lion, it might be curtains for 2019 and go back to the drawing board for next year. And Cumberland into the top tier, done a wonderful job. They enter the grand final, but in winning this game, see themselves promoted. So they'll be ecstatic. as the ball goes to Cumberland now. It's Briscoe, sends it forward, finds Pegoraro with the ball still. Pegoraro twists and turns, Gustella with him, he gets brought down, and it will be just outside the box. A free kick here to Cumberland. Just outside the box and in a dangerous position. Across goes Joseph Wright to take this free kick for Cumberland.
Yeah, Cumberland did it from fourth, Tony.
Yep, and
position.
mighty job that they've done. Joseph Wright now, what can he do with this ball? Jeez, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
I think he was going
Ryan,
for it.
Was he going for that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely was going for that.
Yeah, didn't execute that very well, let's just say that. As Sturt Lime come forward off the head of Harvey there. In the middle of the park, they've just taken total control of this game. Eventually won here by Sturt Lion. Anderson goes to Mullins, goes in forward, tries to find Altundag, won't do so. He's been good, Rodriguez. Still got it. Tries to send Fusco. Is that Fusco up there? Sends a back post ball. Here's an opportunity for Sturt Lion. Oh my word.
Who was that?
Should have done a lot better. Gustella, I think it was.
No, number
Wasn't
19,
it?
I reckon.
Trying to pick up who it was. Yeah, I think you're right, Rob. Schumark should have done better. The one time that John Fusco goes forward,
that was a nice ball.
He causes havoc. That's what I'm saying. Should have done better, and that would have put the cat amongst the pigeons.
This is the last 2 minutes, yeah. So it'll be a goal kick. They should hang on now. Luke Schoen. Cumberland Foxes back into the Premier League and into the grand final against the Modbury Jets as it goes out on the far side. Ends up with Duffy going towards the player. Hamish Anderson.
What I've seen of Cumberland today, boys, getting promoted, they've got a little bit of work to do to stay in the top league for next year. There's a bit of work they've got to do in pre-season and their game style and their game structure. We've been to a lot of games this year in the Premier League. Of course, we do one game a week, but we've seen a lot of good football. You know, a few weeks ago we saw Campbelltown Olympic. What a ripper game that was. We've seen a lot of that top half of the table play some good football. You don't want to be, if you want to get promoted, you don't want to be that yo-yo team. You want to stay in and really make something of yourself.
Well, they have to get some players, wouldn't they? I feel that the players are getting on as well. As it goes out right-hand side, Schumark. Over the sideline it goes. It will be a throw-in, approaching time on. Tony?
Yes,
Looks
it is, Rob.
like curtains for Sturt Lions.
Well, they had their opportunity there to at least get one back. They
substitution, boys.
Certainly substitution coming. It will be Phelps coming off. And Robbie Lippert to come on in the 90th minute of this game. Quickly thrown there by Schumark. Gets his head to it. That was Anderson. Last throw of the dice. What can John Fusco do? Probably should have moved up a lot earlier than this. He's caused a bit of havoc since he's gone forward.
Shoot.
Why didn't he go forward earlier? Or at least make some forward moves?
He'll be stuffed after 10 minutes.
But they had nothing to lose. When I said
he's
they
not a
should
sort of player to run up and down like a...
No, but I'm saying play him more forward.
Wouldn't be hard.
Play him more forward rather than back. But as I said, it's they've done a great job, have Sturt Lions, but unfortunately for them, it's a year...
Losing a good player like Sortini too from last week.
Well, that's made a huge difference, yep.
So Schumark, can he get the cross in? Does so, still a chance. It's come off a Cumberland Foxes play. Can they get one and put maybe 30 seconds of pressure? Bomber.
It's all over at Santos Stadium. Comets have won 4-0. They've now into the grand final next weekend to play against Campbelltown City.
So on the far side, Kubahashi gets a funny looking corner kick. Anderson reserve, cleared here by the Foxes. Approaching almost 2 minutes, Tony. of time on.
Yep. Gustella now to take the throw in. Leaves
Mullins.
it there for Mullins. Everybody forward now for Sturt Lion. They eventually get their head to it. Should be cleared here. Briscoe with Gustella. He gets his head to it. Toby Nelson sends it all the way back. Finds Duffy. Duffy switches play. Last roll of the dice here. Can they get anything out of this game? I don't think so. It's far too late. The ball will eventually go out. It'll be a corner. Probably the last one of the game. Quickly taken. There's an opportunity now for a shot. They're not going to get one. Here's their captain in Kobayashi. Goes forward. Can they get a shot on? Toby Nelson with the ball. They send it back in.
Oh, he's still got a
Mark.
chance.
Here's the goal. There's the goal. Oh, yes, it is. They finally found one, Rob.
Too late, I think.
But too little, too late. We've played nearly 3 minutes of this.
Who scored in the end? We'll see the replay.
I think it was number 4, Anderson.
Correct. No, it was. I think it was Mullins, boys.
Was it Mullins?
Didn't quite get that replay. So, Sturt Lions maybe got 15 seconds
And the referee
to get an equaliser. Can they?
Everybody
Oh.
go forward. There it is.
Trying to clear it. They do clear it. Referee
There it
looks at
is.
his watch, and that's it. Consolation goal in the end. And scoreline, it is 3-2 to Cumberland. Sturt Lions just getting one right at the end to make it maybe 5 seconds interesting. But it was too late. And Cumberland Foxes, congratulations. They're into the grand final next week at Cooper Stadium and obviously promoted into the Premier League.
Yeah, good work there by Cumberland. They looked a little bit in trouble in that first part of the first half, but they came back well in the second half, scored an early goal in that second half, and then Thomas Briscoe, 2 really good goals, Rob. One for a free kick, especially second one, put the game beyond doubt. Eventually, Sturt Lion got one in the dying minutes of this game, but wasn't enough for them. I thought they probably should have thrown a few more players forward with about 15 minutes to go, but in saying that, Cumberland deserved their win this afternoon, and back into the Premier League, Cumberland.
Let's see if we can get one of those players there, Ryan. Hopefully they'll talk to you this time. I think they would. Briscoe, maybe the man. He's always spoken to us in the past. Tommy Briscoe scoring the penalty, Tony, in the 71st minute mark, but the best one was that free kick in the 74th minute mark. What a cracker it was.
And he changed the game when he came on. An experience, Rob. He's been around
I think
for
so,
quite a
yeah,
while.
yeah. Knows where the goals are.
Certainly took the a magnificent free kick. I have to say that the win probably caused a little bit of havoc for the goalkeeper, but in saying that, it was a magnificent goal, and it's put Cumberland through to the grand final and in the top tier of the Premier League, and thoroughly deserved. And commiserations to Sturt Lions, Rob. They were very good this year.
Well, ended up second.
They ended up second. They unfortunately lost Sortini last week through a broken leg, and we send our regards to young Sortini. And they find themselves at somebody has
Briscoe's
to
got
lose.
his little son or daughter, can't quite see.
You want to hold it, bud? Hold this for your dad? Or wrong way around?
So,
Hold that for your dad?
You hold it he might throw it at you.
Tommy, well done. Congratulations. Don't try this at home, but yeah, well done, yeah?
Yeah, big effort from the boys. The club deserves it. Big effort all year. I've only come on the back end, having my knees a bit better, but all credit to the boys. I've done nothing. Then the boys have fought all year. They got to see it, and bit of luck at the end, got us across the line with the pen. But I think the club deserves it. I mean, look how many people are here for us. New facilities. It's good. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask that you started off the year here at Cumberland, or you had a few injury concerns?
Yeah, so I've had a bit of a knee problem that's plagued me for a while. But I just wanted to be around the club for this, so just got it as good as I can. come off the bench for 20 minutes for the last 4 or 5 games and just give it my all. And you can tell my lungs don't work the way they used to, but we got there, so all good.
Why Cumberland?
This is where, so I've got a bit of history here. My when I was little, my dad passed away, and I was at this club, and they did a lot for me. So this is a repay for that, and just wanted to come home.
So a lot of special memories now getting promoted with your boyhood club.
Yeah, I love it. I did it 10 years ago yesterday. Actually, we've knocked out White City from the from the state league as well to the NPL. So 10 years.
So what's the ambition now for the club? You've seen Raiders and Blue Eagles do well this year in the Premier League and stay up and make finals. Definitely ambitious type club now, Cumberland. You don't want to be that yo-yo club that comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. You really want to stay put there for a few years. Cumberland is a big club.
Yeah. Well, for me, they're one of the biggest clubs in SA. So, you know, we can't do this yo-yo business anymore. I spoke to Youngie already and I said, look, hurt feelings or not, we've got to get some more boys in. Hopefully get some big names. We're probably the only club down south now that are NPL, if I'm not wrong. So hopefully that we can get the best... Sorry, bit of a cough. The pick of the bunch from down there, hopefully. I mean, you can see how big the club is, so we want boys that want to play for us as well. So hopefully now we can bring some boys in and do what Raiders and Blue Eagles have done so successfully this year.
One more question so you can go celebrate it with your friends and family. Next week, big finale. You think you can do Modbury? You've done it the hard way. You've done elimination. Modbury a good team. They deserve their promotion. You think you guys can do them on the big stage next week?
Look, I'm just going to go and enjoy it. We've done the hard work. We've got promotion. We know a lot of the Modbury boys there, and by far they're the best team all year. So to go and, if we did go and knock them off, that's no discredit to them. They're by far the best team this year. It's a massive weight off our shoulders now, and hopefully we can just go and enjoy it. I know Doyley and McGreevy and that will send them best wishes today. So, just going to go and enjoy it. If we knock them off, so be it. If they knock off us,
looks like you got a little.
We want to win it. We want to win it. But they're a good team.
Looks like
go enjoy the moment. Excellent work. The X Factor coming on. Well done.
He's got his ears on. Well done, Thomas. Briscoe came on, scored 2 goals, and got the winners. And ended up winning 3-2. Consolation goal by Sturt Lions at the end, Tony. But I think second half certainly Cumberland deserved their win today.
Oh, look, definitely. I thought they were the better team in the second half. They certainly looked more dangerous. And as Thomas Briscoe said, the support for Cumberland is massive there this afternoon.
I did say there's a lot of support when they scored their goals.
They've got a really good support base, and let's hope that, like Ryan said, that they can stay up in the top tier for a few years to come and give their supporters exactly what they deserve. They've had a good win this afternoon. The pressure's off, so the pressure being off, you just don't know what could happen next week because now they're playing, they're happy, both teams are happy, and I would say that the team that is under pressure to win it and is expected to win it is Modbury. So really, there is no pressure on Cumberland whatsoever. They're going to go out there, whatever happens, happens.
Certainly right. So, at Bomber, we'll do some stats before we close it off for today.
Yeah, I'll do full-time stats thanks to Green Play Australia. So, Sturt Lions shots. Sturt Lions had 8 shots, 3 on target, 5 off target. They committed 9 fouls. They made 4 corners, had 5 saves. They had 2 offsides and 2 yellow cards. For Cumberland, they had 16 shots, 5 on target, 11 off target. They committed 9 fouls, made 4 corners, had 3 saves, and the 1 yellow card for them.
Okay, Ryan, any last words on any last words on today's game and next week's grand finals with all the teams playing next week?
Oh, I think Tommy Briscoe hit the nail on the head. He's a bit of a realist, which is good. He's been around a long time. He knows they need to bring a few players in for next year. They don't want to be that yo-yo club. They've seen what Blue Eagles and Raiders have done this year, and the unthinkable is thinkable. You can do well in the top league. You can make final series in your first year, back up into the top flight. Cumberland have to recruit well. And try and stay well. We've seen the Premier League this year that any team can do well on the day. It's just how you play how you rock up and your mentality. For next week in the big game, in the big final, I haven't seen Modbury, so can't comment. If Cumberland play the way they did in the second half, then yeah, of course it's anyone's game. You know, the pressure's off. You're on Coopers. As a footballer, you don't get many opportunities to play for trophies and to win trophies. So every time you get that chance, you've got to go, and there's nothing to lose. You've got to hunt, you've got to be hungry, you've got to fight. So every final next week in State League 2, State League 1 and the Premier League, I think South Australia should come together and celebrate the game of football.
Yeah, it's going to be a big day. Starts off with State League 2. Not sure who won in today's game. I think there was... can't remember which teams were in it, to tell you the truth. I'm just guessing, to tell you the truth. But in State League 1, I don't know why I said it in the first place. In State League 1, it'll be Modbury versus Cumberland. In the women's, it's Adelaide City against West Adelaide, like it is every year. Adelaide City and West Adelaide. And in the men's grand final, as Bomber has got the final score 4-0 to Comets.
Yep.
Over Metro Stars, it'll be Comets versus Campbelltown. Good to see Comets in the grand final. So, guys, thank you once again. Ryan, I know you got here just in the nick of time. Well done.
No worries, thank you.
Had a bit of trouble getting the chair for you, but we got it in the end.
I've got some damp. I've got a damp butt now,
Damp
so I've got to put some warmth on my seat in my car just to warm my tushy up.
Thanks, mate. And Tony, once again, thank you very much. And looks like I ended up with a blanket.
Yeah, you did well, Rob.
In the middle.
Yeah, but you dragged it off for me, so you
And also
I can't
Bomber,
feel my legs.
Bomber again, once again, thank you. The boys upstairs, Peter Senior and Chappie always do a great job. Well, actually, Chappie's down the bottom today. And our main man, or as always, our producer, Jim Manning as well, Jimbo. So from me, Rob Pipicelli and the boys, we'll see you on Grand Final Day next Saturday, September 14th. We're live on the live streaming from 4 p.m. We've got the women's game, Adelaide City up against West Adelaide, and the men's big game, it is Campbelltown against Comets. See you later.